Shifting clouds flow through, gallant youth pursue.
We've been searching for days, Sora!
The shifting cloud is just ahead! Look!
Oh, that's no cloud! That's a sandstorm!
Thunder. I hear thunder. It's here! I know it! I believe in the clouds. I believe in the clouds! Wow! Hey! Whoa!
Shifting clouds flow through, gallant youth pursue, bringing rainfall and thunder down. Flowers feed, sprouts grow, and ancient tree grows, spreading green love.
See? There's our shifting cloud.
Africa. Are you ready? Tournament presented to you by Waylander Gaming and Carnage Network. Welcome to Ground Zero.
little bit disappointed in terms of wave clear ability. There's going to be their dive into the backline and Brave is fight to come out, but the time journeys into the mix here. There's everything set. There's an opportunity to lock onto the turret. It's a full team wipe. Oh my goodness.
Is charging up. Oh, he does get the Titanic charge. Oh my word. Traction Pulse was deadline. However, we do see the full barrage coming in from Jaren the Grey. He does pop the flicker. However, he will get taken down. Kikatron 5000 gets picked.
Be careful of. You gotta be patient. Diggy is in there. Diggy. Oh my goodness, there's the engagement area. It's a 2-for-0 exchange in the favor of OTK. They want to carry on. The time journey comes out just to give that little bit of extra shield. The dive is under the turret. And do they get the mono? Yes.
Shifting clouds flow through gallant youth pursue.
We've been searching for days, Sora.
The shifting cloud is just ahead! Look!
Oh, that's no cloud. That's a sandstorm.
Thunder. I hear thunder. It's here. I know it.
I believe in the clouds.
I believe in the clouds. I believe in the clouds! Wow! Hey! Whoa!
Shifting clouds flow through gallant youth pursue. Bringing rainfall and thunder down. Flower seeds sprout strong, and ancient tree walls spreading green.
See? There's our shifting cloud.
A little bit disappointed in terms of wave clear ability. There's going to be their dive into the backline and Brivers fight to come out, but the time journeys into the mix here. There's everything set. There's an opportunity to lock onto the turret. It's a full team wipe. Oh my goodness.
Is charging up. Oh, he does get the Titanic charge. Oh my word. Traction Pulse was deadland. However, we do see the full barrage coming in from Jaren the Grey. He does pop the flicker. However, he will get taken down. Gigatron 5000 gets picked.
Be careful of. Gotta be patient. Diggy is in there. Diggy. Oh my goodness, there's the engagement area. It's a 2-for-0 exchange in the favor of OTK. They want to carry on. The time journey comes out just to get that little bit of extra shield. The dive is under the turret. And do they get the mono? Yes.
Shifting clouds flow through gallant youth pursue.
We've been searching for days, Sora.
The shifting cloud is just ahead! Look!
Oh, that's no cloud. That's a sandstorm.
Thunder. I hear thunder. It's here. I know it.
I believe in the clouds.
I believe in the clouds. I believe in the clouds! Whoa! Hey! Whoa!
Shifting clouds flow through gallant youth pursue. Bringing rainfall and thunder down. Flower seeds sprout strong, and ancient tree blossoms spreading green.
See? There's our shifting cloud.
Africa. Are you ready? Tournament presented to you by Waylander Gaming and Carnage Network. Welcome to Ground Zero.
A little bit disappointed in terms of wave clear ability. There's going to be their dive into the backline and Brivers fight to come out, but the time journeys into the mix here. There's everything set. There's an opportunity to lock onto the turret. It's a full team wipe. Oh my goodness.
Is charging up. Oh, he does get the Titanic charge. Oh my word. Traction pulse was deadland. However, we do see the full barrage coming in from Jaren the Grey. He does pop the flicker. However, he will get taken down. Kikatron 5000 gets picked.
Be careful of. Gotta be patient. Diggy is in there. Diggy. Oh my goodness, there's the engagement here. It's a 2-for-0 exchange in the favor of OTK. They want to carry on. The time journey comes out just to get that little bit of extra shield. The dive is under the turret. And do they get the one? Oh, yes.
Shifting clouds flow through gallant youth pursue.
We've been searching for days, Sora!
The shifting cloud is just ahead! Look!
Oh, that's no cloud! That's a sandstorm!
Thunder! I hear thunder! It's here! I know it!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Waylander Gaming. And tonight it is the grand finals of the Iron Gauntlet. And as you know, you've got Rutilant Sons up against Saint Dynasty. And well, we've got our regular caster, or well, not so regular caster, back on the scene with us. I think
that's crazy.
I wonder if he was actually reported for that badang kill, bro, chasing, and getting caught out. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, as you can see, it's Shroomzy, Waylander, and myself on the casting crew tonight, and we are ready for this grand finals. Way, Shroomzy, any expectations before we go into the lobby bands?
The way we are, well, Saints already versed Rutilant Sons in the group stages, right? And I'm gonna be honest, I know there's a lot of Rutilant Sons fans out there. Saints dominated that matchup. We streamed, we casted that particular game. It was a strong performance from them. We know what they bring to the table. We know how good they are as a unit. The question really is now, do you think Rutilant Sons have reviewed, reworked, and figured out their strategy to deal with what Saints is going to bring to the table?
That begs the question. The main thing is, I'm wondering what lanes are going to play. I really hope they put Bubia in the jungle, because these jungles are kind of cracked. So it all depends on where they place their heroes and what heroes they're allowed to play. I mean, we've seen Giga on the Lunox and the Kimia as well, very deadly. So with Saints trolling in the banning phase, they might get their main heroes. It all depends on what respect they're going to give to the side of the Saints.
Yeah. Well, when it comes down to the strategy, or at least what we've seen from Rutilant Sons with the lane swapping, I don't know. What do you guys think? Lane swapping, yes or no? Is that really what you'd like to do in your teams? Like have people have the ability to play multiple roles and then rotate it depending on the matchup?
Honestly, I would say, in my personal opinion, no. Like, I would say a pocket pick, maybe one hero. If your hero that you play like pops on the allo card is broken and it's a meta hero and you're the only one that can play it properly, okay, have that pocket available. But other than that, I would say focus rather in mastering one lane.
Yeah, I'm also in agreement with that. I also believe that you should just stick to a lane, but that's just our thoughts on the matter. We'll see how Rutilant Sons are going to strategize to deal with the onslaught that Saints brings. And when I say onslaught, I really do mean that. As you've seen from the group stages all the way into, well, the last matchup we've seen with them in the semifinals, how they have mastered counter jungling. They have legitimately mastered it as a team. Because a lot of people think, oh, counter jungling is just something the jungler has to do. No. The whole team has to work as a unit. And you will see the trigger for all that counter jungling is actually Circuit. Circuit calls the shot for that counter jungling by his movement. Can Rutilant Sons deal with the counter jungling? Maybe they'll want to counter jungle themselves, because that's another way of alleviating the pressure. A lot of what's going to happen will be determined in the draft.
Yeah, agreed, bro. And I honestly hope Rutilant Sons did go and do their homework. Look, I'm a Saints member. I will always back my boys. But nonetheless, bro, I hope Rutilant Sons did their homework. And obviously, we've seen Saint Dynasty not doing well with early game pressure, but they are exceptional with their micro plays and their macro plays. But without further ado, I see the lobby bans are in, ladies and gentlemen, and just looking at the lobby bans, it's Nana, Saber, Lunox, and Cece. So obviously, you've got your typical Saints bans there. And yeah, so good luck and have fun to both teams. And we are ready to jump in to this first match in this best of 5 series in the Iron Gauntlet Finals.
Just had to put it out there.
I just had to put it out there.
It's nothing like some scarp enthusiasm to kick off an evening. I mean, what are we having for dinner?
It is pap and sausage. Pap and boerewors.
Pap and sausage. Oh no! Reports got me for calling it sausage, like for real.
Well, I was trying to be Angelisisme there. But gents, before we jump into this calling the Banshee and the draft, right? Do you expect this match to go past 3 matches?
Back.
Or how many matches do you expect this is going to go into?
Will it be the full 5? Is it gonna go the distance?
That is the question. I would honestly, I think it's going to head into 4 games. Because me knowing Saints is they're going to get overconfident and then make a mistake. Rutilants are going to make them pay for it, and then they take the dub.
Yeah. It looks like teams don't want to ban in the banning phase, so we'll wait to see what happens in terms of the picks. But with Saints with first pick, right?
Your team is banning.
I'm gonna make a prediction. Ghetto first pick.
Do you think so?
I don't think so. I think Circa's going to go for the Matilda though. Yeah, his comfort is the Gato, and it can flex. But I would say honestly, the first pick is going to be either Kimi, Matilda, or Arnott.
I'm going to go with Gatto or Grok.
Yeah.
Oh, Grok! I
Ghetto
forgot about Grok though.
Or Arlott, which is also available.
It's either that or they're going to try to steal maybe the Kimi from Giga, but I don't think it's necessary. I mean, Jinx has the Eve available. Yuzong, okay. So currently it looks like none of us was correct. I mean, Yuzong is the menace in the current meta. Doesn't get picked up nearly enough. But Yuzong first pick, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for a Yuzong first pick. I'd go for a Yuzong pick, but not Yuzong first pick. He still has to lane. And I mean, you already know he's going to be XP lane. You can draft to deal with him. Lapu is still available.
Which is true. The Lapu is going to be the why?
Exists the equilibrium.
Oh, snap.
Which I was made for.
Layla and Eve.
Against the Yuzong.
That's crazy.
That's insane. Like, okay, so if you first pick a Yuzong, you expect the enemy team to go for the counter picks on the first turtle, because Yuzong is almost an automatic win on the first turtle.
Is not just our
Okay.
It is who we are.
I'm finally standing up for myself.
Your team is picking.
Yeah, I
know it.
But yeah, I also have no words. I don't know what's happening on this draft. Did the season reset already?
Your team is banning.
Might be. I don't know. Maybe Odette got a buff. Like, I get Saints love trolling. They trolled in the bans. They're trolling in the picks now. But what's with the Layla? First pick, basically. First pick Layla.
Nation from falling apart.
I don't know. Maybe they have a plan to go with this, right? I'm not sure.
Fists are
Your team is
unflinching.
picking.
Yeah, it's tough. But I mean, this Atlas sets up beautifully for the X4 gold lane. So I expect we might see the X4 gold lane. Otherwise, it might be the Granger or the Clan. Those are the only options, because you need something that can.
Well, I'll say this much, right? Dairoth can deal with Abasha.
Bro, I've got this new member that joined us, name. He plays Basha XP lane, but lifesteal Basha. So he goes consecrated energy. He goes war axe. He goes Queen's Wings. And then he goes Ice Queen's Wand.
For the slow.
And then one defensive fight. So that Basha 1v1s at the Wrath and wins.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm still trapping him out for picking the trolls, but I mean, he's going 16, 3, and 8 with lifesteal Basha, so it's insane. But I mean, overall, the Wrath will beat most of the lineup there, but I'm not loving it. They're going full Atlas Scent or nothing, and I was expecting maybe getting a what? Fanny? What? Fanny Rome?
Fanny Rome.
Fanny Rome? I don't know. Fanny XP and Gwen Rome? They're like, I don't know what's going on with the draft. Like, do the people that want to play or do they want to not? Like, what is even this? Okay, yeah. Okay.
I think it's holiday mode.
Yeah, it's holiday mode. It is. Wait. I think,
Like-
yeah,
like-
Game Pros, we need
like-
a redraft. That's exactly what
What's
happened.
going on? Like, we need to sort it out. I
Okay,
think-
so
I think we
gents,
need
what
to sort
happened?
it
What
out.
happened? What happened? Let me explain to everyone. There was Game Pros moments, and it's a redraft.
Oh.
That's why there was
But, yo.
troll
Okay.
picks. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, apologies for wasting your time like this, but unfortunately, technical issues does allow for certain things, and yeah, recall spams, no brawling, and yeah.
Yeah, we'll just wait until the 1 minute timer has passed, and then we can reset.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense because I wasn't informed about that, so yeah. Okay, the troll picks makes a bit more sense now.
We were just talking. Okay, I don't know what's going on over here.
Like, I was flabbergasted. I didn't know what was going on. And, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Mimic picked up the MVP once more for Saint Dynasty, but give us a second as we get the lobby ready and sorted for you. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button in right now. You know, maybe we can get our Shroomsy to not Uber, courier
Uber.
batteries, courier batteries for you, because as you know, yeah,
Revere the abyss.
Yeah.
batteries are never
In my
included.
name alone.
That was a failed. Okay. That was a failed. Scorpy tried something and it did not work. It was like my badang flicker last night. It was okay, but it didn't work.
What you mean last night? It was the evening before last night.
Bruh, this game should have been last night, so I completely. You could forgive me for that small mistake, but yeah. Like, I should have just turned around. I went for the flicker. If I got the flicker with the first kill, he would have been dead. One first kill, he was dead. I had enough Thunderbelt stacks. But when I missed the skill one, I should have just turned around like a good boy and went back to my team. But no, Oshumzi knows better. So he went to go tower dive Suyo.
And got slaughtered by Gates, right? Yeah.
This is the first time Gates slaughtered me. So yeah. There's the first time for everything. I was feeling a bit bad for him.
Listen to this guy. Listen to this guy. Anyway, it was at that moment that I realized Shroomsy is besig om snot te praat.
Well,
Dylan.
Dylan, the answer is best of 5. But my question is, when is the season resetting?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, the 18th. It's resetting on the 18th.
So the season is ending tomorrow morning, and then the season reset will happen. So that's when. So this is going to be a massive update coming on. I mean, you have the Eudora revamp that's coming. You've got the roam adjustments. There's another roam adjustment. They are nerfing Conceal and Dire Heat because they feel people with those roam blessings don't do enough. So usually if you stand around a wave that's getting cleared, you get gold from that wave. Now, if you don't hit the wave, you don't get nothing.
Interesting.
So
they're actually forcing roamers to play like what a roamer is supposed to play like.
Yeah, because usually the Dire and the Concealed roamers, they just hide in the bush and wait for something or someone to walk by, and then Because a real man doesn't hide in the bush, apparently. But it's going to be massive. And I mean, there's massive changes to heroes coming on, and nerfs and buffs, and somehow Zolong is getting a buff for some or other reason.
The southern seas are mine.
Who knows? Who knows? Who can explain that one? I don't know. But I was quite interested to see that there is an Atlas update in the works.
It's about time. Like he got a buff recently, and I have to say the buff made him better. Less reliant on his ult, because usually it's ult and over, but now his frigid breath has a bigger zone. It adds more slow, a little bit less stun, so the stun duration is decreased, but the slow is increased, which is massive. But with the update they're going to bring, it's not this season, it's going to be mid-season update. It's going to make him a lot more tankier, because the problem is his early game HP is non-existent if his frigid breath isn't active.
Yeah. He's actually gonna, based on how that is, Dumb Ice on him could work very well. As an early game item.
And even if you don't complete the Dumb Ice, you just go the I don't know what the shield is called, but the shield already gives magic and physical defense. Yeah, the ice shield, and it also gives a passive where if a lot of enemies are around you, the more enemies are around you, the higher your defense gets. That's a broken mini item. Like, I don't know why people don't pick up that mini item more often.
It's very, very strong. Very strong. It's instead of completing, because you'll see so many roamers will complete the Dom Ice where it's unnecessary. You can build that small item, you can build another small item, then build a core item after that as your third and carry on. But speaking of roams, right? We have, in my opinion, the two meta roams on either end. You got Grok being picked up by Circuit, and you got Brawny picking up the Gatto. This is two broken roamers in this current phase or meta.
Gatto is like the best roamer to pick up against a mobility jungler. So, I mean, if you're going in with any hero, even a Fanny, if you land a taunt, they dead.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm just checking. Just reset your screen there at.
Just read further down the chat.
Yeah,
why not reading?
The screen is black.
Emulator crashed. Game will be up now.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
The game is back up.
All right.
This land is our home.
I mean, this looks like a more competent draft so far. So you've got a major front line on Rutilant Suns, but they are lacking damage. That's the only problem there. Whereas some Dynasty is going for a very aggressive lineup. A lot of lifesteal, a lot of damage, a lot of set potential. So it's damage versus tank. And currently I'm definitely favoring the damage sets because Rutilant needs one major scaler on the gold lane or on the jungle in that regard.
Yeah, true. And Harith could be the one. Harith into Granger works well. Also has that scaling potential and works or synergizes with the Gatto, with the Basha, with the Zushin, and with Lapo. But I feel that the two...
If whoever has a better skill is going to take them a win.
If the match starts, just pause. My emulator crashed again.
I think we need to download it from Play Store, not from wish.com, maybe. I don't know.
Actually, it is downloaded from Play Store. You see
Scott, it's been a while.
You see why this is what I get for trolling shrooms on a stream, bro. This is exactly what I get for trolling him.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, fam, nah. All right. But we don't talk about Bruno. That is over and done.
All right, we've got the pause up and running. Just let us know when you're ready and available and waiting.
I'm loading in.
And then we're good to go.
Yeah, I'm loading in.
Once again.
And there we go.
Well, the screen seems to want to do what it wants to do for some strange reason. The problem is this is a mobile game, and when you're emulating it just in order to stream, right? The app that comes from the Play Store that you get on your PC, it's got like a 3.9 rating, and it's not for nothing. It's gives a lot of issues. The only thing worse than this one is the Game Loop emulator when we're streaming PUBG. That emulator, granted, it's made by Tencent, who actually made PUBG, right? But that emulator sucks. But anyway, that's enough about our technical difficulties. Let's head up into this matchup. Jinx picking up the Valor, and Valor in this lineup, I mean, it's not a meta mage, but is a definite counter pick.
It does well because it does the scale with the tank kill ability, and you also have the pushback for all the initiation, because the major initiation is going to be either the Basha or the Lapu, in my opinion. I think Gatu is mostly going to be follow-up. But Valor deals with everything, and you pair that up with Circuit on that rock is going to be massive.
Yeah, I mean, and just look at this, right? Jinx just forcing back the Gato Bronny in a lot of hot water, but Gigatron sensing that this is clever from Rutilant. They used that distraction there in the mid lane and got Gigatron to make a movement across just to place a bit of pressure here on the XP lane. Give Super Poopy that a bit of advantage, but the flicker has to come out from Gigatron in the mid lane and get back to a bit of safety. Circuit setting up beautifully with that wall of his on the Grok.
That's why Grok is so strong. I mean, his early game pressure is insane. Like, he can solo invade a buff easily and walk out with a buff on top of him. So that is what makes Grok so strong. And I mean, look at the mid-game damage. He can build full tank and still take on half-life squishies and they will die.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the wave management here from Aizen. It's just on point. When Miko is clearing, he's not deciding to freeze the lane, which might have been the better option up against the Granger. They're having a real battle here in the gold lane in terms of vying for lane equilibrium. Meanwhile, here in the mid lane, there's the dive onto Gigatron, and it's gonna be First Blood going the way of Khan. The Taunt, however, dragging that Joy back into the turret, but they said they traded off First Blood for the turtle. It works out in their favor because, I mean, there's to be no retribution on the Pasha, and this creates the space for a bit of an invade.
But they need to watch out. It is a 1v4, and there is the Butterfly Lantern, but what a dodge from Khan. And here's the team to follow up. We have the wall from Grok securing the kill in Aizen's hands. And now Joy is looking for more blood, and there is the Retreat Gap coming out. It is not a successful steal. Pops did secure that buff, and he's directly back up for the blue buff again. So the GG's there.
Yeah, so the kills going the way of Saints. They've picked up about a 600 to close to 700 gold lead, which is what you'd like when you're trading objectives. I mean, the game is, as we always say, it's a game of trade. Will we see the side of Rutilant start to play a bit more aggressively? Their composition really does require that. Now you can see that invade going on. Pops does have the retribution still available. Pressure being placed onto Circuit. They're gonna zone him. It's Super Poopy to the back line there. The Electro Beats comes out from Dry. They're gonna get the chase down here. Oh my goodness, the setup is in there. The composition called for this. It required this kind of pressure. Crimson Lantern out. Jinx being dragged into the mix. Will we see the taunt landing? They're going for this. This should be another kill. And it's going to be 3 quick kills and the buff. All going the way of Rutilant Sons.
Oh, this is a crazy gameplay. Knowing their power spike in the early game has been achieved, and going for that invade was crazy. And now from here on out comes the snowball. They just need to watch out for the backline dive potential coming out from Khan. He's there with the Electro Beat onto Gigatron, but now he needs to watch out for the counter invade. I mean, the taunt is there, the pushback is there. They've got everything secured. I mean, Poopy is currently dominating Mimic in this early game. It's been a while since we saw Mimic struggle this much.
Yeah, it's the micro that comes out from Super Poopy. He's just been absolutely on point. Who's gonna land the retribution? Yeah, it's Khan with a quick retribution. Well, we see the continuation of this fight. They're trying to set up for it. Eisen throwing out a couple of shots in there, but Super Poopy with that quick rotation, as we said, just forces everybody back. But to the side of Saints, I said objective achieved. They're keeping the gold lane lead even right now. It did swing a bit in the favor of Rutilant Sons.
But that small comeback was majorly important because you don't want a tanky lineup to start snowboarding because then it's game over. As soon as they got a lot more items than you, it's going to be tough. But there's Khan being caught out by the taunt and the displacement from Zushin and has to retreat. But now they have to watch out. There's the Chitron shot from Grok, but it's onto the Zushin. She still has the ultimate available with the Butterfly Lantern. There's a taunt from Bruni. Not being able to do much. They are looking for some blood onto Circuit, but as you know, Grok is very tanky. I don't think they will achieve anything with this. But with that ultimates being committed, this is already another advantage for Rutilant for this invade.
Yeah. They take the small camp, they move back out. They're disrupting a lot of what Khan likes to do in his usual style of play. So he's going to have to try to look or search for farm elsewhere. As you can see, he's forced to rotate all the way across the map. The control here in the mid lane just created the space for him to trade small camp for small camp. But there's the option here to try and dive in under the Avatar Guardian does come into the mix. But it's just not enough control to lock down the players from the side of Saints that they get a pick off and move back out.
It's, even though they are struggling a little bit against this lineup, they are doing very well. Picking the objectives. I mean, Khan's rotation all the way to the top lane was to get the farm, but also to have the advantage to steal the buff because they saw that Rutilant was on the blue buff. So knowing the map awareness, where your enemy is or where they are not, is very important. That is what gave them the first tier 1 turret of the match.
Yeah, and the farm going to who they wanted to right now, which is going to be Eisen. They have that late game KSK. Oh, the tectonic charge in there from the Grok. Is the follow-up going to be into the mix? As he's seeing the Gato or Black Dragon form has been committed. It's a 1-for-0 exchange. The pressure being placed continuously in the jungle. Basha trying to turn around and gets a little bit closer to a retreat. Does he manage to get it? No, nice. Stun coming out from the Yuzong, but there's the Avatar of Guardian into the mix, into the backline. He's taking it all, but Joy forcing them all away. And that space there created by Khan allows them to get another pick off onto Bronny into the backline. His backline just couldn't get close to where he was.
I mean, the backline dive potential coming out from the Joy is insane. She has the electric beats available, and Miku needs to watch out for the Khan. Okay, luckily he did miss a dash. But with that being said, Poopy's once again onto Jinx with this Lapu Lapu doing a lot of damage. Circuit is left at 1 HP. Will they get the kill? No! Oh, that is a technology charge used defensively, and that is a reverse kill. No HP on Circuit, no HP on Eisen, but no life will be on Poopy.
Yeah. They forced him back. Nice dodges there. The flicker from Eisen just keeping him alive at just the right time because it was looking like it was going to be a double kill into the backline.
Yeah, that was some crazy plays. Well played there by Eisen. I mean, Eisen is getting farmed up, and this is dangerous. So he already has 20 stacks on his Sky Piercer. And his stacks on his passive is also looking crazy. Already 300 stacks on the 8-minute mark. So the Lord is up in 40 seconds. Now is where the discipline comes out.
Yeah. A lot of it's going to come down to Bronny on this Gato. He's the real trigger for this Lord fight. When you have a Gato on your side, you're not going to really stress too much. Pot's taking a lot of damage. There's going to be the AOG to the backline. The Black Dragon form comes up from the Yuzong just to try to zone everybody away. The wall in there from Grok. So lots of skills being committed, but no kills just yet. They're trying to lift onto somebody there. Oh, that Zushin. Meanwhile, Eisen just secures another tier 1 turret.
And with them being zoned out, this is free Lord for the side of Dynasty. Khan is just 1v5ing, doing a beautiful job of just distracting everyone while Mimic and Eisen is on the Lord. But now they need to watch out. There's no retreat. There is a gap coming. Poopy is looking for the ult. Will we see the bravest fighter clutch it out?
Yeah, Pops is into the mix here. Joy is being zoned away. He should be able to land the retribution. Does he? Oh my goodness. Khan comes in at the last second. Absolutely clutch. Going wild there. Will he get taken down? No, he gets the kill. There's Avatar Guardian. Dragging him back with no from Circuit. What a play from Circuit.
Oh, I mean, he stunned up the Pop, so he couldn't do anything on that Lord, and then he saved Khan's life with that wall. It was touch place, but there's Lapu Lapu looking for the ult again. But bro, Khan is just gapping everyone, and Super Poopy will get destroyed.
Yeah, they're not respecting the damage output from the Joy. She's got Genius One. She's got Holy Crystal already. This is going to be a Joy that can one-shot tanks.
Definitely. If I were Joy, I would definitely go for the wings now, Queen's Wings, because you need a little bit more sustainability, because they are very, very susceptible to fighting after the buffs is there. But they want to again on Gigatron, but there's the taunt coming out from Gato. Joy's left at 1 HP, the Tonic charge with the ultimate from Eisen will secure the kill. But what a beautiful AOG onto everyone, and they are looking for the fight still. Here comes the Black Dragon. There's going to be a retreat from them, but there's a Predator Pride securing the first kill. That is going to be Brody, and their second and third thousand is legendary, and a triple kill going then. This might be game, set, and match. First match might go to the side of St. Dynasty.
Yeah. They got like one hit left on that minion. Oh my goodness, it's so close. It was there. It was there. They needed to protect it. Somebody needed to take the damage and die.
Grok took the damage and died, but he was low. They should have rather gave it to Mimic to tank the damage, but they went for it. They couldn't get it, but it's no harm, no foul. They still got an inhibitor, and they got full map presence.
Yeah. They do. It's still just under a minute to go for this next Lord. I mean, if you're the side of Rutilant stuns right now, you're going to have to play defensive. You have to play defensive and wait for one thing. Wait for the AOG around the Lord. That's what you got to do. That skill has massive range. Utilize its range. So as long as you just keep your waves not pressuring the base, stay close to one another in the part of the map that makes the map small, which is close to your base itself. Just manage the waves, stay as a unit, and then your trigger is going to be the AOG. Because if you can land that and steal this next Lord, you have the option, the ability to change the course of the game. Because that's where it's all going to come down to. But the discipline necessary to get the setup is going to be important. Saints, however, need to try to bait out a couple of skills, maybe. Because it is, with an AOG around, right, it's very, very scary to take neutral objectives.
They do have a slow push on the top lane, and there's no life left, no inhibitor. So this automatically forces one player back to the base, which will be Miku on that Harrow, the main damage source. So I think this will be free Lord for the side of St. Dynasty.
Yeah, they opted not to contest for this. And if they're not going to contest, right, now the question is how you're going to manage the waves. See right there, clearing the wave on the top lane may not have been the best option. If you froze that lane a bit closer to your base, it gives you the option to at least get the equilibrium destroyed on one lane. And then you're not going to be dealing with the waves coming in from all three angles at the same time, because we know Saints is really good at setting that up.
Yeah, and I mean, they already have the slow pushes going. They have the equilibrium. The top lane, bot lane is a bit more pushed in than they would like, but they can just zone everyone away. And this is definitely an ending angle. I mean, if you see a beautiful technology charge onto maybe 2 or 3 people, it's going to be over.
Yeah. That's 100% correct. It's the setup that's going to be coming in here from the truck. The wall is into the mix. Mimic's just zoning away. The waves are pressured in just as we expected. Everybody into the mix. The Abbot Force is out there. There's that tectonic charge we were talking about. The Avatar Guardian into the backline, just trying to keep the damage dealers away from all the control happening. Crimson Lantern has come out. It's legendary for Eisen. The wave is in here. They have the option to lock onto the base. Eisen's got that angle. Can they get to him? They're trying to force him away. He's picked up a double kill. It's a 3v2 situation. situation for the defense. Super Poopy just left alive. Will we see the Maniac? Khan takes the Maniac.
Oh, that was savage. Oh, that was stealing the Maniac.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't. That's not the way.
Yeah. But see how important wave management is. It wouldn't have been the easiest time locking onto the turret if they didn't have their lanes synced up the way they did, and they managed it so well. It was just on point. They got themselves into that situation, and you just need to get the waves pushing in at the same time. Your marksman, your damage dealers focus onto the base turret, and then it's just game over.
Yeah, Eisen picking up the MVP for the side of Saint Dynasty. Miku will take his first box of chocolates back home. However, ladies and gentlemen, GG's well played to both teams in this first match. We are going to jump into the second match just after the lobby bans.
Right. So getting the teams ready and set. It was a decent early game from Saints, right? In the first minute and a bit. Picking up those 2 kills, sacrificing the neutral objective, which is a strategy. It's actually a very effective strategy. We saw Renab use it against Saints and then go 4-0 up in the early game of the semis. But discipline is always the name of the game. Because Rutilant Sun soaked that up, and then they used their composition the way it should have been used, or supposed to be used. They put a ton of pressure onto the jungle, got themselves into a very healthy position, but Saints' discipline once again kicked in, just like it did in the semis. Doesn't matter when they got themselves into a losing position. They understand how to rotate as a team. They deal with the side lanes so well and make themselves available to put pressure where pressure is necessary.
I mean, it is massive. It's very important. And I mean, they waited for the power spike for Eisen to come online. Like, Eisen was given free reign in the whole early game. This Oak was just farming out. He was playing Farming Simulator up until like the 10th minute. And then he was online, and then it was danger from there on out. I mean, we went 13-0. That's crazy.
Yeah. Gold laners, they need a massive amount of discipline. What I do appreciate a lot when I watch Eisen play is his wave management. Many gold laners, they rush their plays, they get a little bit nervous, they don't focus on the thing that keeps them safe, which is understanding how to last hit your minion wave, keeping the wave closer to you when it's necessary, pushing it when it's necessary, understanding that. And if you just take a look at Eisen, it's like sometimes just track that on the mini map with the corner of your eye. You will see how he's balancing the waves. Like maybe 90% of the time he has the wave in his favor.
And that's already massive. I mean, having the wave in your favor and being able to safely farm up is what a marksman needs to start snowballing. And that's exactly what happened. But, I mean, it's not over yet. Rutilant can make the comeback. I mean, once again, Eisen getting respected. The ban being Granger and CC from Rutilant, and St. Dynasty trolling with a Nana and Saber. Okay, Nana not trolling. I mean, we saw this in the ISF and he destroyed EQ. So Nana is the new meta, but the Saber is interesting.
I don't think any South African is ever going to forget the Nana. It's not possible. And if you're going to forget the Nana, we're going to remind you. that Nana was deadly.
Oh, and honestly, before we head into the best, like, the Nana was deadly, but can I just say, the week after the first 3 days after that game happened, every South African mid laner was playing Nana. And I'm like, you're not him, but anyway.
Yeah. But the way they used the Nana against it, like South Africa had no idea how they were going to deal with this. With the pressure that came out from Nana. It wasn't just that, okay, it's a Nana pick, right? They used Nana the way she's supposed to have been used, right? It's her second skill that is game-changing. When you've got a strong front line, that Nana can just deal with it.
Yeah, well, looking at the drafting bands, it's Grokadita, Eve, and Xylong. Okay, so finally we see a normal band coming in from St. Dynasty, batting out Eve. But yeah, bro, it's one of those things, and well, as we kind of expected, it was going to happen. Brawny picking up the Gattagatcha, first pick for the side of Rutilant Sons once more, and Mimic. Play your Arlot, broski. Play your Arlot. But going for the Yuzong once again. Aizen will definitely not pick up first pick. So will he swap out with Circuit? And what will Circuit bring into the play? Oh, Con picking up the Lancelot.
Lancelot on Con, very dangerous. His control of that, especially the puncture, he always seems to have it available and ready to use it to both engage and disengage. He's one of the best lancers in our server. I think the only other two lancers that I've seen that are deadly is Lindo's lance, if you remember in the MSA Cup.
Yeah, and Lindo's in the chat, so special shout out to Lindo, and my emulator crashed again.
Well, while Scarpy gets that emulator up there, Lindo's lance is pretty deadly, and General Cho on his lance as well.
I thought we're not supposed to call him Gen Chao anymore.
No, I think that's what our community is not large, so people just know people as certain names. But yeah, those three Lancelots. So though I don't know, right? It would be nice to see maybe we'll set up a 1v1v1 between the three to see who has the best lance in the server.
All right, as my game is loading back in.
Right. So we've got Circuit with that Matilda pick, right? I know you can't see it, but I can see it. That pairs fairly well with User. He's got the Black Dragon form to get in there. He wants to sustain, and if the damage output's going to be too high, which you'd expect with a Lunox into the mix, because once that Black Dragon form hits, the Brilliance form will come out almost immediately, and then into the Dark Ultimate. Having the shield from the Guiding Winds and the option to get out of dodge could prove to be very useful. If they go for the X-Borg as well, then they're drafting very heavily around the Matilda gameplay, will states. But so far, you've got the Gatto, Hayabusa, and Lunox from the side of Rutilant Sons. That's also very strong meta picks. They're going to need the Lunox to be able to outplay both Mimic and Aizen, which is gonna be difficult because that Brilliance form only lasts for a certain period of time. Miku rocking on to an Esme, which is Esme up against what should be a Lapu, will be quite an interesting matchup. Jinx showing the Harley is not going to be a Harley, right? Harley's not going to kill anybody in this game. Maybe Hayabusa, but that's just very unlikely. The Kimmy would work much better. You can have a large degree of pressure being placed onto the Gatto just to prevent him from doing what he would want to do, which is going for the jungle invades early game.
And also bringing in an MM to the forefront for St. Dynasty. Yeah, bro, but looking at the bands or the draft, as per se, both teams have got a very strong draft. However, I'm going to have to favor St. Dynasty's draft a little bit more. They've got more control and more mobility for, well, what they've got for this matchup. But, I mean, Gattagatcha Glue is not a small feat to take down, even the Esmeralda. So it's all going to come down to that cross-play rotation and who is going to be better at it. It's going to be pressure and aggression straight off the bat. I can promise you that.
Yeah. Though, have we seen Aizen with the fighter on gold?
No, we have not. We saw him with Just the Granger.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Okay,
Smash them.
he could have picked it up on one of the off-stream games. I don't think we featured one. Oh, I do remember a Ruby matchup that he played.
Oh, yeah.
On stream. But that was just the Ruby. I'm quite interested to see how this Lapo is going to fare. Oh, look at the damage output here from the Kimi already. Just forcing the Revitalize early from the get-go, but taking a lot of damage in response. Matilda is that once she gets to level 2, you know, the Kimi can be a little bit more aggressive because you will have that guiding winds to get in and out, and that bit of extra shield helps in the early part of the game when you want to pressurize.
Oh, off screen, first blood goes to Mimic on the glue. Alright, however, we do see that this pressure is going to continue onto the mid lane. Matilda is just zoning out from the side, providing that vision. Will we see Con jumping in with that Lancelot?
Well, he's playing it a bit safe, knowing that there is a Gatto around, and if that taunt lands at just the right time, you could be a dead Lancelot. Hayabusa just being very, very, very careful in terms of what he was doing. Doesn't have the shadow kill, but he's going on to Mimic. Oh, we see Glue go in with a follow-up. Ooh, the passive procs forcing Pops back. I did like the decision-making from Pops in his rotation. He went from, I'm not sure if you noticed it, right, but he went from the buff to buff rotation. So meanwhile, there is a taunt onto 2 here in the bot lane, but Mimic on this Gatro, just proccing passive after passive, and causing so much of chaos here. Split comes out from the Glue just to try to keep himself alive, but no, that passive. The passive is a counter to Glue until you can get level 4.
Yeah, that passive made a Glue pop. Alright, on to the first turtle of this match. We do see Kimi doing that annoying, attack onto Gatagacha. You know, getting Gatagacha to quarter HP, that will force the Gatto back. However, Glue is going to be in danger once more. We do see Jinx coming with that cross rotation and just shredding through Glue's balls.
Yeah. It's a nice counterplay or counter jungle here from Saints. As I said, they're the only team in our server who's properly mastered counter jungling. Which is quite good to see. There's this circling eagle into the mix. The Black Dragon form is in there. Hayabusa retreats to secure his objective. Has to use the shadow kill. The Brilliance form comes out. He gets a killing spree. But the shutdown does go the way of Gigatron. I mean, that's the best you could hope for in such a situation if you were Mimic.
Yeah, indeed so, bro. But just with the Hayabusa going to be delayed, and obviously he has 0 farm in his jungle with all of that counter jungling coming in from St. Dynasty. Lancelot, as you can see, he's going to clear his jungle, he's getting fed, and that's ideally what you want in this matchup. And Hayabusa is trailing behind.
Yeah, as a macro strat, whenever you have an assassin in the jungle, your team has to work as a unit to create the space for this counter jungle style of play.
And a Vulcan GG22. Bro, we're into the second match. St. Dynasty took the first match. However, we do see Khan going in with the Rose Strike. However, Brawny is going to get poked down by the Kimi again, and Gigatron 5000 as well. So it's just before the 4-minute mark. It's 2 kills advantage in favor of St. Dynasty, as well as a 1k gold lead.
Yeah, I'm loving the decision making from them. I mean, you look at Khan, right? He went into his jungle, took the red buff, opted not to take the small camp, went straight to place pressure here on the mid lane. By doing so, they forced Lunox to stay in the mid lane, and now you've got the numbers advantage to do what they're doing, which is going for this full-on invade. Stealing the buff. There's the circling eagle coming out. They managed to secure a kill, and they're just dancing around, just taking what they wanted. A mid lane control, my friend, is always the name of the game. They are trying to chase down Circuit here, but he's gonna have that Purify to give him a little bit of movement speed boost to get back out.
Yeah, but Dylan Botha, let's be honest, right? Lindo is actually by heart a Saints member. Alright, but nonetheless, bro, yeah, second turtle of this match does go in favor of St. Dynasty. And well, you see they're setting up for this jungle invade once more. Yeah,
so again, blue buff taken away. All comes down. Control your mid lane, move into to do your jungle invades. Oh, but nice play coming in from Pops as he manages to get a pick off there onto Kimmy. Hayabusa's target throughout most of this match is gonna have to be the Kimmy.
Yeah, indeed so, bro. So that's pretty much it's the Kimmy and the Matilda, but Prior would definitely be the Kimmy. We do see Mimic is going to chase Super Poopy. I think Mimic took the previous match very personally.
Yeah, I think so too. There's a 3-level gap, or make that a 2-level gap between the junglers. It was 3 just for a minute. And once again, Saints with that control in the mid lane, forcing the pressure onto the turret. Now they're going into the jungle. Phantom Execution being used by Khan. He got the Brilliance form comes out from the Lunox, but could be in danger as the Thorn Rose comes out. The grab by the glue, just trying to drag Mimic back to the turret, but he just tanks through all of this as the team sets up. Now they're going to be stealing that buff once again.
Yeah, indeed. So it is 25 seconds away from the third and final turtle of this match. We passed that 6-minute mark, and it's currently a stomping 3k gold lead in favor of St. Dynasty, as well as a 4-kill advantage. We will see Super Poopy fall now as well.
Yeah. A nice claw play coming through there, but there's Lunox. She does have the Brilliance form, doesn't need it. The burst is on. They managed to secure the objective, but Khan trading it for this mid lane turret, trying to get the lock on. Does have the punctures to get out, uses the Phantom Execution as well. So lovely trade of play coming in from Khan, realizing that they're going to lose an XP laner. You might as well trade it for something. And well, what a trade. Mid lane is a pretty awesome trade for an XP laner.
Yeah, indeed. So the AOG does not land onto Connors. That first kill did come in clutch from the Lancelot. However, Circuit does secure the kill onto Getagacha, and Pops finally gets the shutdown onto Lancelot.
Yeah. So Aizen and Miku just keeping themselves busy on the top lane. There wasn't. I thought one of them would have made a rotation across. However, Saints does have the map control, but with that little skirmish, Rutilant Suns would be feeling a little bit better, closing the gap on the gold lead to just over 2k.
Yeah, well, they still have this map pressure that St. Dynasty has put onto them. As you can see, like everyone's in mid, you've got the bot and top lane pushing in. However, you've got the Esme and the Hayabusa to cover that. But the Rutilant Suns shouldn't overextend now. If they know what's good for them, don't overextend.
Yeah. Once again, they're going to have to play it safe, even though the map has been reduced in size for them. It gives them the opportunity now to move into either a 4-1 split or a full 4-5 man. Glue with the grab, doesn't get the pullback onto Kimmy, who has the mobility, drags Glue onto the turret, has to flicker back. There's going to be Aizen with the bravest fighter, trying to CC everybody up, but Brody is into the mix, just holding them all back. Gigatron going to be engaged upon by 3, uses the Brilliance form, is going to turn around with the Dark Ultimate, but the burst potential coming out here from Yuzong as he gets the setup and the knockdown. The Thorn Rose from Khan gets another pick of kill. And with this, will they be able to pressurize the mid lane turret? I don't know. Nice jump in there from Mimic. Just trying to force the quad shadows out from Pops. All of this happening with just under 20 seconds to go for the Lord. Saints have got themselves into a good position to go for this uncontested.
Yeah, indeed so. And Sharon, not understanding my statement on the shutdown. If you watch the match, right, you could have seen that Khan has been eating Pops' jungle from start to finish, and that's why I called it a shutdown. However, we do see that St. Dynasty is rotating for this first Lord of this match. Question is, do you think that Rutilant Suns could be able to get in here?
They have the Avatar of God, you know. I'm maintaining this for a long time. That spell is a game changer when it comes to these sorts of situations. He's gonna have to be patient. As you can see, he's not using it just yet. Just waiting. They finally managed to take down Circuit. The pressure being placed onto Gigatron. The passive being proc. Oh, but the heal coming through just right. There's going to be the revitalizers. Glue grabs onto Mimic. There's another kill. It's going to be the Thorn Rose into the mix. Can they get this? There's the Avatar of Guardian. The stun comes through at just the right time. As we were saying, Scoppy, that AOG. Brawny, hats off to you, my friend. You were patient and disciplined enough to keep that till just the right moment. And with this, Rutilant Suns have the opportunity to turn this around.
Yeah, they have the opportunity to turn this map advantage that St. Dynasty had onto them. As you see, Hayabusa's going for that tier 1, and they do secure 2 tier 1 turrets and the Lord, as well as a 3-4-1 exchange.
Yeah. Pressure being placed onto the tier 2 turret. There's a shadow kill coming out onto Mimic. He uses the Black Dragon form to get back to safety. Now he's turning it around into a more aggressive approach. They want to zone away. They don't want to allow this Lord to crash in. They want to try to keep as many of the tier 2 turrets up and running. The second wave has the potential to place a bit of extra pressure on that Holy Shields, which will still be up for the next minute and 10 seconds. There's going to be the puncture coming out. God knows there's going to be no shadow kill as God manages to get those pickup kills, dancing around with that puncture, and the Thorn Rose is still alive somehow, escaping with 1 HP. Bravest fight into the mix, chase for the double kill, setting up Traction Pulse into the mix. Glue stuns up everybody on that split. He's trying to bounce his way to safety. He does manage to do that, and the defense coming out from Saints, turning it around from a solid defense into a strong offense.
Yeah, bro, I just wanted to say that this game has swung once more. And, well, we will see this game potentially going to the 15-minute mark, as we do see the second Lord is only up in the next 75 seconds or 70 seconds. Just looking at the Bulls right now, Miku is sitting with a steadfast gold lead in favor of Rutilant Sons. However, Con has got the most gold in this match.
Yeah, he's always been very deadly on that Lancelot of his. As you can see, he's gonna set up that slow push in the bot lane. The same with Lapu and Matilda on the top lane. They are managing the waves carefully. They know it's another 40 seconds to go, or just under, to the Lord. So the next wave determines quite a bit. If you can get that pressured in, then you know you're going to create the space to go a little bit, maybe not uncontested, but be in position early to start the Lord dance.
Yeah, and just looking at the positioning coming in here, bro. They are not allowing the...
Yeah, but look at this positioning from Lunox. Oh, nice scout out there from Con. Went with the Phantom Execution into the bush. What a play from him. The setup now onto Glue. Uses the grab, trying to be a bit defensive on this. The dash back from Con on the lance. There's the bravest fighter with the flicker coming through from Eisen. Phantom Execution into the mix once more. They're chasing down this Glue. They burst him down, and that's going to be 2 taken down. The ability to contest for this is not really there. Brawny still has that Avatar of Guardian available, but Hayabusa being zoned away. No possibility of contesting. Meanwhile, Miku with a clever strat, just putting some pressure here onto the lanes, force everybody back, force Saints from going in to try and take even greater advantage of the numbers advantage that they had.
Yeah, indeed so, bro. I know, but unfortunately, sorry, Gigatron 5000. Lunox, you got the Wakers.
Yeah. You know, it was a lovely position, though. The awareness coming through from Con at that moment in time, next level. Sensing that someone was going to be in that bush and just went in with the Phantom Execution. Because there was no way he would have had vision that Lunox was in that bush. That is just game sense right there.
Indeed so, bro. We will see the Lord charging in the top lane. Saints would be able to secure the tier 2 turrets with this Lord, as we do see the first one is falling. Has fallen. The second one will potentially fall in the next team fight engagement here. Will they overextend, or will St. Dynasty get this entrance here? The Lord is onto the tier 3 turret. We do see the Black Dragon form has been committed. Jinx is putting in the damage with the Jinx. The first tier 3 turret has been taken down, and Mimic with a grab onto Yuzong once more. However, the AOG was committed defensively. Pops does secure the kill onto Mimic, and the Lord is still... Oh, finally gets taken down.
Yeah, mid lane almost being taken out by the minions, but Pops there to just make sure that that stands. So just like the first game, a tier 3 turret falling with a Lord for the side of Saints. Can they use this to end just like they did the last time. We'll have to wait and see. Blue trying to disrupt here as Oyasmi goes in, gets the setup. It's going to be Gatto as well, landing the taunt. Is the follow-up into the mix. They're engaging, forcing Circuit back. He does have the guiding winds available, wants to try to drag the team back in, but Khan is dancing around using the punctures as Eyes with the control manages to get out Blue with a grab. But he's going to get dragged back himself. There's the Black Dragon form. Phantom Execution comes out. Khan has the Rose Gold Meteor, so should be able to sustain through this. Throw out the Thorn Rose, sets up the kill. Mimic knocks him down, and that's a 2-for-0 exchange. Though Gatto should be back in time for this Lord. Next Lord.
Yeah, he will definitely be back in the fight for the next Lord. As you see, it is 3 seconds before he spawns. It is 15 seconds away from the third Lord of this match, bro. But this game is entirely different from the first one. Both teams are currently lacking that true damage coming in from a real marksman. And especially with this game going so late, this would have been so ideal for the likes of a Granger or whichever marksman you wanted to pick up.
Yeah, true. Khan with nice control once more, just pressurizing, forcing everybody back, allowing his team to deal with the Lord, and then comes in just for the retribution. I mean, look at the push he set up in the bot lane.
Indeed so.
Black Dragon form. A Black Dragon form came out there again. There was a lot of damage being placed onto the waves. Now it's just about re-establishing the equilibrium, the wave equilibrium for the side of Saints. But the Rutilant Sun's doing an excellent job of just not allowing that to happen. Only 2 waves have been synced up top and bot. Pressure being placed once more. Glue with a stun onto everybody. Gatto with the revitalize, keeping the back line up and running. Well, we see this turret fall. Yes, we do in the bot lane. Khan going in. Phantom Execution to get out. Once more, Glue the stun onto everyone. The guiding winds comes through. The grab is onto Khan on that lance. He's taken a lot of damage, but he has the second skill. Oh, Super Poopy with a shutdown there. He's gonna try to get on his bike and get back towards the mid lane to protect. It's the third turret still available. There's the disruption. It's going to be Esme into the backline. Brilliance form comes out from the Lunox. Shadow kill only onto Circuit there, who has the sustainability to deal with it. There's Esme trying to eat up all the shields as possible, but there's no real damage just yet. Godlike for Jinx on the Kimmy. Showing the power of a Kimmy as they pick up a double. It's 3 down, 40 seconds for each of them. There's only 1 wave left. Mimic trying to zone away, but Esmeralda just holding the wave on the very edge as the defense comes out just in time. The minion wave spawns up here in the base. And it looks like they might be able to live to fight another day, but no, the lock is on. Mimic, he's just locking onto the turret. He's not interested in anything else. Shadow kill to try to deal with the minion wave. There's just 1 more minion, but the lock is on. Oh, the minion gets cleared. There's 1 more wave. There's a follow-up. Oh my goodness. They're trying to defend for their lives. Kimmy with the lock onto the base, and it's 2-0 the way of Saint Dynasty. And I get to take a breath.
GG's well played, and Circuit picking up the MVP with the Matilda for Saint Dynasty. No chocolates for the side of Rutilant Sons and no MVP. So 9-22, second match has been concluded. Question is, Saint Dynasty sitting on the match point here right now. If they win this, they're going to take this in a clean sweep. Do you think Rutilant Sons have got what it takes to take us into that 4th round?
It all comes down to play. I mean, bros, Dynasty had a massive early game lead. Rutilant made a crazy comeback, and then, discipline from St. Dynasty closed out the 3rd game. So, GG's well played to them. And I just also watched the final game of RNAB versus Equinox, and we've got a first Savage in the hands of Alvi Ackerman. We got a Savage on the Granger.
Oh, nice. You claimed the 3rd spot, Oshrimzi. And if you can just move up, please.
Move up? What must I move up? Oh, in the game. Okay. Does say, I am up. I am on top of the world. All right, so it was Mlbb that won Equinox 2-0. It was a very, very good game. They showed a lot of discipline and interesting and great picks for coming out from Mlbb in the game. I mean, the final game they played the Alu on the jungle, which is not a pick you usually see after the nerf, but the only hard lockdown they had was the Franco. So it was a very, very good game. But after that, it was interesting. But yeah, I have to say, GG's to them.
GG's, well played. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Renab Jitsu taking the third spot, third place in the Iron Gauntlet. Just waiting for a way to get out of match settlement so that we can send him an invite and we wait for the bans inside the lobby.
Yeah, it was. He went to go get water. He was thirsty from breaking his voice, carrying the casting. But yeah, nah. But I have to say, Mlbb played very, very well. And if you look at their first game, like the first game they played without, it was basically 4v5. Takir was AFK for most of the game, and they still won. So yeah, they definitely deserve the third place they got.
And Lindo, to answer your question, right, tournament lobbies will be for official tournaments with official prize pools. But anyway, yeah, I see Way is in here, and we've got 3 refs. Okay, interesting. All right, looking at the bands, it's
you know what the refs are doing. You know what the refs are doing, Yaskapi? They want to see the results early because they know there's like a 2-minute delay on the stream. So they're like, yeah, we want to see. So they're starting to sneak their way into the lobby. What is this? You should introduce some discipline with the staff here.
I'm sending him to YouTube now.
Oh, anyway, but yeah, no, this is an interesting game. Yeah, but I have to say, our 2-0 and Dynasty so far in a best of 5 is crazy. So this is match point.
Yeah. Match point indeed. Well, we were considering whether this was going to go into 4 or maybe even 5. But Saint saying we want to end this early. It's Christmas time. We want to get to our, turkey. And I'm sure people will be starting to eat Christmas dinners from now. I mean, you're not going to only wait for Christmas Day.
Bro, we're going to have a beef pot, and I've got the huge pot. So we're going to do a rump point.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is not a euphemism for anything. It really does mean a big pot.
Yes.
The pot is the thing that is big.
Yes, sir. And we're going to be doing a rump and sirloin pot. So I'm super excited for that. And that is our Christmas theme. However, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready and let's go into the third matches drafting scene. Jinx with the first ban for St. Dynasty. Will we see some respect bans, or are they going to stick with the Xylong, Eve, etc.?
I think honestly, they can just stick with their troll bans. Like, they haven't seen anything big and majorly different. The only thing I think is going to happen is get your first pick from St. Dynasty. Like, they would like the Gatu as the third pick for Circus, so he can play 3 different heroes, and his Gatu is kind of crazy. And also to take that away from Brawny, because Brawny's Gatu is also very good, and it's one of the main problems for St. Dynasty.
My fists are unflinching.
Is banning.
Anyway, while that good chat is going on, so the Yuzong getting respected. So they definitely want to respect Aizen, and I don't know why.
I don't know if your mic is glitching.
Sorry, I went to go and lock the door quickly in the flat.
Among the planes exists the equilibrium,
This is
I was made for.
Yeah. So Eve Yuzong getting banned out from the side of Rutilant Sons, and Aldous is a refreshing ban coming in from St. Dynasty. Circuit with the first pick. I am going to say get ya.
I also think it's going to be Gatu. No! Okay, so Mimic on the CC. It might be CC Gold, CC XP, but now this is where the problem comes in. This gives Poopy the Lancelot. So finally he's back on his role, back in the jungle. So this means Pops will be moving to the gold lane. Will we see his global Allo gold lane, the Clint gold lane? I don't know, but they need a lot of damage to sustain and a lot of sustain to help with the Lancelot pick.
Well, as you mentioned it, Gigatron 5000 does pick up the Faramus, and Faramus with the Netherrealm is going to grant that second life and that extra sustainability. Con is showing us YSS, right? Look, I don't like the YSS against the Lancelot because 9 out of 10 times the Lancelot does win that engagement. With a YSS, you need proper sets to win the fight. Circuit does pick up the Minotaur, and Con goes with the Yuzong Sin.
Okay, this is good coming out from Circuit. The Minotaur is very good against the Lancelot because you're actually able to disrupt his ultimate enough to secure the kill. So as soon as you use the Thorned Rose, you know it's kind of over. So it all comes down to the play now. The final pick for Rutilant on the first tier I would say Lapu needs to be there.
Miku is picking up Granger, so removing Granger from Eisen's hands. Even though, my apologies, frog stuck in the throat. We could still potentially be seeing that CC in the gold lane. Rutilant Sons removing Lunox. Jinx with the final ban, potentially Eudora or Eve.
Or Natalia. Natalia is broken. Don't forget about Natalia. But anyway, so the only problem with Rutilant currently is they have no front line.
My kiss.
Okay, Ella's good bad. Like, Ella's would have been a massive problem. But they have the CC, so she's able to burst them down. But I love that band. So they need 2 massive frontliners coming out from Rutilant in this regard. I would definitely say that's not the way.
Well, Pops is showing Uranus. The question is, will Pops set? Yeah, that's Uranus into the lineup for Rutilant Sons. And Eisen going for the Erythal. Jinx picks up the Lu Yi. And what a mage pick coming in from St. Dynasty. We saw Jinx being so annoying with the Lu Yi against Rinabjitsu. And as well as we're going to have that global ult, you know, to get some flanks and ganks in onto the side lanes and also quicker rotations. Brawny with the final pick for the side of Rutilant Sons.
The Allo is not the way because they have no crowd control. Not Allo, Uranus. Uranus would not be the way because they have no crowd control. And now with the Matilda, they have no front line. Like, this is the main problem. So they are lacking CC, they are lacking frontline. It's just a very imbalanced draft. Like, they are going for counter-engage burst. But the problem is the amount of CC and damage coming out from St. Dynasty is so major that it's going to be tough to work around.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please put your votes in and tell us what you think of both teams' draft. Please participate in the chat. And, well, as you see, the draft has concluded for the third match. And we are good to jump in to the third match. And potentially the final match if St. Dynasty does take the dubs here in this best of 5 grand finals between St. Dynasty and Rutilant Sons in the Iron Gauntlet.
Yeah, winter is coming, winter is here, and the fingers of Rutilant has been frozen up because, yeah, they are struggling a bit. I mean, this is not the same Rutilant we saw in the previous tournament.
Till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Well, having their first defeat on screen or on stream was against St. Dynasty, bro. So Rutilant Sons were featuring very well, and they've been doing well. And I saw in the chat actually there was mentions of Rutilant Sons actually winning EQ in 5-man rank. But Rutilant Sons is still a very good team, bro. You can't take this away from them. However, it's just the style that St. Dynasty plays with at this moment. It is very difficult to counter, as Gigatron 5000 is forced to pop that heal. He did take a lot of damage from that Lu Yi.
Yeah, I mean, Jing's doing very well knowing the doing the double pullback combo. So not immediately using the skill 2, waiting for the second Dark to be on point. So this is good plays coming out from Jing, securing the mid lane control instantaneously. But now comes in the jungle rotations from Poopy and Con. So Poopy is a bit ahead of the jungle rotation, so he's looking for the invade on that small horned lizard. But now the thing comes in, who's going to have the better rotation, better damage coming out?
Yeah, indeed. So we do see the rotations from Rutilant Sons for that jungle invade. However, the Mountain Shockers into the mix, and the first blood onto Super Poopy does go in favor of Con. However, Gigatron tries to get that pull. He does pull Jinx in, but only against the wall.
Yeah, so that was a risky play. I mean, getting that retro gap was tough. He got one of the small camps, but this is instantaneous advantage for Con. So now your whole jungle is missing, and now you can't contest anything, and this is where the problem comes in. So he did get that small camp at least, so he's now level 4. But with that being said, I don't know if Rutilant would want to contest for this neutral objective.
Yeah, indeed so, bro. But yeah, first turtle of this match has spawned up. We do see the curtain call onto Brawny. Brawny taking a lot of damage. Will CC be able to close off the gap? Super Poopy just waiting there for that turtle to start. However, Circuit does get the knock up onto Pops. However, Lancelot with the first kill onto Lu Yi. We do see that strike coming in from Lancelot, but not being enough at this moment. Miku with the Granger does rotate, and yeah, Brawny needs to retreat.
That is instantaneous damage. Oh, but Eisen will be the first kill on the board for Gigatron. What a beautiful combo there. Poopy also secures the invade, so that was a well-disciplined play coming out from Rutilant. They did secure the first turtle of the match and another kill on the board. So the gold is a little bit in their favor, but it's fairly even still. So with this being said, this jungle matchup has been quite even. And it will come down to the mid game, because currently Eisen is struggling against Miko, which is interesting. But Miko freezing the lanes, Eisen is getting no farm at all, which makes it very hard for St. Dynasty.
Yeah, well, for the side laner, which is Eisen in this engagement. So 3.5 minute mark, it's a kill a piece, and Rutilant Sons having that 500 gold lead. However, we do see the Mountain Shocker does get committed onto the blue buff, and that was a successful invade for the side of St. Dynasty. We do see the Minoan Fury. The Netherrealm has been committed as well. Super Poopy is trying to get that engagement onto Jinx. However, oh, he does secure it with the puncture still in the arsenal.
That was a bit early from Gigatron committing the Netherrealm when he was not even in the fight yet. So that was a misclick, I think, I presume, for the SA. So now Poopy's going for the blue buff invade. Minotaur has other options, so that is a full engage. Mimic will secure the kill onto Super Poopy. Lancelot was overstepping a little bit in that engagement and got punished.
Yeah, look at Minnow and Lu Yi walking around with this blue buff. And Junior, bro, I'm currently on stream. I can't watch my WhatsApp messages, so it doesn't help you type and tag me in the staff group. However, further ado, we do see the second turtle of this match has spawned up. Oh, who committed that retry? Oh, it was Khan who committed that retry a lot early.
Yeah, he maybe thought he had the blue Retry try to slow them to get away, but I don't think that's how the red Retry works. But with that being said, no Retry, no life. This is the second turtle going once again in the favor of Rutilant. So they definitely are doing a lot better than they did the first game, because it's a fair advantage in this early game so far. It's very, very back-to-back. It will come down to the mid-game spike of the gold lanes.
Yeah, indeed. So we do see the first phase of the the Minoan Fury has been committed, and as well as the Mountain Shocker. Aizen secures the kill onto Faramis. However, Miku does back the punch with the Granger, but will not be able to follow up on that team fight. So it's 3-2, and gold has been evened out.
So that is, yeah, this is a back and forth match so far. It all comes down to the positioning of the team. They love invading each other. Once again, they are putting pressure onto the blue buff. They are going for the puncture steal, and they did secure the blue buff. So what an invade coming out from Blue, but now they have to get out. The full team is there. Pops is in deep, but I don't think they're going to secure. God is very, very low.
Indeed so, bro. Indeed so. Anyway. All right, let's see. Just hold on. There's so much action. I couldn't have even gotten the action up. Oh, the Detonata lands onto YSS. Will he be able to escape this? Oh, Matilda gets the kill onto Con.
Oh, bro, that is so powerful, and that is actually the power of her passive, of her first kill. It makes such a difference. Doing a lot of damage with the Soul Blooms is actually crazy, but now the fight is in the top lane. Mimic is doing a lot of damage onto Boopy, but he luckily secured the top lane turret, defended it successfully, and now the turtle is up. So it's 10 seconds for the turtle, and oh boy, is this going to be a fight.
Yeah, bro, we are going to see the proper turtle dance at this third and final turtle. Rutilant Sun securing a 700 gold lead at this moment in this juncture of time. Oh, that was a pronunciation on pronunciation on pronunciation. The Mountain Shocker just off the mark for Khan.
And that is a flick already being taken out of Gigatron's arsenal. So now they have to watch out for this Minoan Fury set. There's a flicker. There's the Minoan Fury. But there's the Nether Realm to secure everyone. But now Khan is onto Brawny in the back line. He will get retrocapped, and that is a free turtle for them. They had to fall back, but Khan gets taken down. And this is Mimic, and one shot. Piku will secure the Death Sniper kill. Aizen is the next on the radar. Will he get the shot? That's one. We need one more shot, one more damage. But it's a 4-4-1 exchange, and this will be a few turrets falling in the favor of Lieutenant.
And Super Poopy securing that blue buff. Khan not having a very splendid time with this YSS against Super Poopy with this Lancelot. Like I said, 9 out of 10 times Lancelot does win the engagement. However, that's the 2 tier 1 turrets, and we will see the third one going in favor of Rutilant Sons. What a presence coming in from Rutilant Sons in this third match.
Yeah, it definitely is a completely separate game than the first 2 times. They are putting the pressure on the correct place, and I mean, the poke damage coming out from Gigatron is kind of crazy. It immediately puts everyone at half HP all the time.
Yeah, indeed. So the Mountain Shocker has been committed just to clear that wave. It is currently a 4k gold lead in favor of Rutilant Sons, and they do have map control and 3 kills advantage. And oh my word, there's the invade onto the red buff. Khan does secure his red. We do see the Minoan Fury was committed as well. However, Uranus is trying to get onto the front line. And look at the damage that Lu Yi is doing.
This Luo is doing her job, and she only has the glowing wand. Most probably going for the Enchanted Talisman as the next item, which would start to make her deadly, because then she can just double burst you instantaneously. So the power spike, it needs to happen soon, because the first Lord is up. And honestly, it's a 5k gold lead in the hands of Rutilant. There's no way that Dynasty can contest for this. Maybe a clutch retro gap steal, but I don't think that is going to be possible.
Yeah, Rutilant Sons are relentless onto Khan's jungle at this moment, bro. I don't think we've ever seen St. Dynasty getting so counter-jungled. However, we do just off the screen, Aizen nearly taking down the Granger. The Miku is forced to retreat.
But at least with that being said, they got the tier 1 in the bot lane. So this is a good play. Poopy almost got taken out by the Lord, but now they need to get out. They got the Lord, they got the objective. Now they need to manage the waves. I mean, they already lost one tower. They need to sink the lanes. We need to get the inhibitors broken into.
Yeah, indeed. So, however, let's see. That Lord is barreling down in the top lane. Will Rutilant Sons keep these lanes synced up as Faramus is clearing the top lane?
It seems like they want the 1-2 split. So the first lane crashes, forces them to defend that lane, and then they're taking the towers on the other two. So they're only looking for tier 2 turrets. But with that being said, this is a beautiful defense coming out from Dynasty. There's only one turret that fell. They secure the mid lane defense. They secure the bot lane defense. This is the advantage they were looking for. But now Poopy doesn't have the punch available there. The flick with the Mlbb fear the beautiful NetherRealm saving them. But I don't think you do a lot. But zing, 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 zing into the back line. Khan is left at 1 HP. And this is a fight going firmly in their favor. So that was a beautiful turnaround there from Gigatron and Super Poopy with that engagement. But whoa, check the damage coming out from Brawny at this stage.
Bro, are you taking back your statement of what you said with regards to Rutilant Sons' draft?
Yes and no. Like, their draft is all about pressure and damage. So, as I said, they're going on the counter engage and then full burst. So, if they overcommit the set from St. Dynasty, then they are looking to punish that with the NetherRealm and the Lancelot and Granger and everything. So it all comes down to the discipline. Circuit needs to wait and bait one of the skills. They either need to bait the NetherRealm or the Circling Eagle. If they bait one of the two skills, the team fight will go 100% in their favor. But they are about 7k gold behind, so they need to farm up and protect Khan. Honestly, like we need to protect the jungler so he can get farmed up.
Yeah, they definitely do need Khan to get farmed up. Well, he does carry his red buff at least. But Rutilant Sons were relentless on his jungle in this match. However, this is going to be the moment in time where you see, Luyi YSS onto Lancelot. Will they be able to catch Super Poopy? He does use the puncture to escape the clutches of the YSS, and Gigatron 5000 comes in with the Faramus to allow the Lancelot to escape.
Oh, that was almost a beautiful engagement coming out. But now Irothal is in danger. Once again, we see the punctures coming out. Zing, zing, and it ends Aizen's life. But now they still have all these skills available. They are looking to capitalize. There's a Circling Eagle onto Mimic. The Mlbb Fury used defensively, but luckily the NetherRealm was there to secure the engagement. But they have to watch out. The Lord is up. If they lose the team fight, they lose the match. Pops is in very deep, but luckily he's in the Uranus. Gigatron left at 1 HP. Khan is very low. So, but look at that Yin Yang overturn. No, it's not Yin Yang overturn. That's Gekko.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the second Lord of this match has spawned up. And while the Rutilant Sun secures it with no contest from St. Dynasty. St. Dynasty on the back foot. Right, Rutilant Suns is pretty much, they've got the 7k gold lead. And oh boy, do they have the map control.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's Yin Yang reaction. It's actually Yin Yang reaction. I just checked. Yeah, so it's interesting. Kagura and Luyi both having Yin Yang skills, but yeah, it's good. There's actually a third skill also that's called Yin Yang something. I don't remember which hero that is. But actually, once again, lanes are not synced from the side of Rutilant, and this is currently biting them. The Lord is charging down, so they are looking to end with the Lord. There's the punctures coming out from the Lancelot, the Mlbb Fury, and the NetherRealm has been committed. This is already a kill for Minotaur. One down, but the Lord is still full health. Fox will get melted by Jinx.
The heavy crossbow has been committed from Aizen on the Erythal. I would say Dynasty is trying to, putting on a very good defense here. The question is, will they be able to turn the tides after this defense? Rutilant Suns, pretty much everyone full board. Oh, Super Poopy gets the kill onto Con just before that Mountain Shocker could get committed.
Yeah, that was good plays, and this is the power of a Lancelot. I mean, his damage is crazy, just with 2 damage items going full tank. So they definitely need to respect this Lancelot in the third game. I think this might be one of the few respect bans, or they either pick it up. It's either pick or ban at this stage.
Yeah, well, that is definitely pickle ban. We do see Gigatron 5000 trying to get that displacement pull into the play, but just misses it. Rutilant Sons, they are yet to stay. And, well, yeah, whoever said that this was going to be easy for St. Dynasty, well, yeah, as you can see, it's not as easy as you thought.
It's definitely...
That was you, Scarpy. That was you.
No, it was Shroomsy. It was Shroomsy with the drop.
No. Valid. I said this is a way better draft for St. Dynasty, which is the case. But I mean, the execution from Rutilant on the team fights, as I said, what they want to do is they want to bait a skill, counter engage, and then burst them down. And that's what they have been doing so far, and it's been working 100%. But with that being said, if they overcommit one of the either the Nether Realm or the Circling Eagle, that's going to be a turnaround game. But one thing I would like Rutilant to do is start managing the waves. Like the Lord Push, you need to crash all 3 lanes at once in its game. That's it. But if they one more Lord that's unable to end, and it's comeback season for St. Dynasty, because we are almost at the stage where items are equalized. It's like maybe another 10,000 gold in items are equalized, so it's going to be close.
Yeah, Circuit just tried to get that opening for St. Dynasty, but Brawny and Uranus is doing beautiful zoning in here. And well, Uranus is just going to poke, disengage, and the third Lord does go in favor of Rutilant Sons. Con not being able to get that Lord, however. Eisen split pushing them. Nether Realm has been committed. Granger does take down Jinx, and it's an unstoppable kill coming in from the Lancelot. And Circuit does flicker to escape that damage. Lancelot trying to get the Minotaur, and well, this is going to be clutch defense. Could they be able to clutch this, or will Rutilant Sons force the finish here? Oh, unstoppable kill coming in from Granger. Heavy crossbow does force that immortality from the Lancelot, and well, the Rutilant Sons takes the 3rd match, and we will enter the 4th match of the evening.
Victory!
Solid game. I mean, this is not the Rutilant we saw in the first games.
No, GG's well played. Miku picking up the MVP.
I definitely predicted that they're going to take at least one match. So,
yeah, GG's well played. Miku picking up the MVP for the side of Rutilant Sons, and Circuit with the Minotaur for the side of St. Dynasty. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be jumping in to the 4th match right now.
Scarpy, where's your camera, bro?
We've not been putting on cameras in between matches. It's too quick. The lobbies are being set up too quick. So I'll switch it off.
It takes 2 minutes to set up the lobby. In 2 minutes, we can show up beautiful faces, show Sharpie's fishes in the background.
Listen to this guy. All right, cameras are live, ladies and gentlemen. Cameras are live, and your timing is very, very poor. You can see what is passing here in front of my camera. So maybe my timing is poor.
I don't know what's passing in front of your camera. Oh. Oh, Scarpy. Oh, Scarp Skinkle. Enjoy it.
Report my Oscar for feeding. All right, so potentially we will see that respect bans coming in now. Just waiting for the final members of St. Dynasty to jump. Oh, okay, they are in, and bans, please.
has been an intense final so far. Based on the first two games, St. Dynasty strong in both. Rutilant Suns changed up some positions and then just went from zero to hero with an absolute dominant performance in the third game. From start to finish, they were on point. There were a bit of a backswing moments where you could say, all right, Saints looks like they were evening things out, especially in the early part of the game. But once they got the bit between their teeth, this high-pressured style of play is so difficult to deal with right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Looking at the lobby band, says Grok, Gatto, Saber, and Nana. So good luck and have fun, ladies and gentlemen. St. Dynasty is still in match point here. Next win will give them the series. Or will the Rutilant Suns take us to the 5th round?
Imagine the reverse sweep.
Reverse sweeps are always something I'm interested in seeing.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've watched Onyx enough to love reverse. I'm not Onyx, Optic. Look at me. Optic and their reverse sweeps are crazy.
But we're into the fourth match. It's still a match point the way of St. Dynasty. Rutilant Suns will be hoping to try to even the series off and take us into the 5th game. Will they stick to those same roles that the players picked up in the third match? They seem to have found a winning combination and answer potentially for what Saints has been doing. And a strategy as well. So let's see if the draft is going to be along the same lines.
Your team is banning.
That is okay. So the Layla ban. So it seems like St. Dynasty still going what they know, still doing the same thing. But now the question is the Lancelot. Will they leave the Lancelot open for Poopy to pick up again? So I honestly think just pick up the Lancelot might be the way.
In my
Your
dream
team
world.
is banning.
The Dragonborn
Lance might be the way. But at the same time, that disruption sustain that they went for, Uranus and Faramus. I mean, okay, there's the Lance being left available, and so they pick it up. Not a bad first pick. Not usually one I'd like to go for immediately. There's a potential to get some counters going for the Lance. The real question comes in now, are they going to go for that sustain with this once more?
With a Lapu already in the mix, it might look like it, but I think they might give Eisen the Granger. So they're going for the Matilda full circuit and the Lapu. So this is immediate backline dive potential. So they need to watch out. I think the Faramus, once again, the option and just pick up the Granger. Honestly, you don't want to give the Granger to Eisen with this lineup.
Yeah, Eisen is deadly on the Granger. Miko taking it out of his hands, picking it up very early. The question now is, what are they going to be looking at picking up on the roam position? Because they were liking that extra bit of sustain. Possibly a Minnow?
Might be a Minnow.
Gives them a little bit of set, gives them a little bit of sustain. May not be the best at that early part of the game. I'd like to see maybe a Gatto into this mix.
Gatto banned out. In the lobby.
Banned out in the... Okay.
Like, I understand the Gatto ban because they were looking to pick up the Lancelot, and if you let Circuit play the Gatto against the Lance, you would never see the light of day. So I completely understand. The Joy being the pick from Con is very, very interesting. So I'm wondering what the roam could be for Rutilant. Maybe the Minotaur or...
Yeah, Minnow could work here, right? Because you're going for this. But then you're going to need a proper disruptor on the XP lane.
The hunt begins.
You know what would work? The Kalia.
Yes. That would actually work fantastically into the lineup that they have so far. Gives them the set potential, gives them some mobility in the early part of the game. Sustain as well. So it's not like there's no sustain. That extra bit of sustain does help. But with having like a couple of squishies, like a Granger or like a Lance, you have to try and keep them safe for the most part.
The only other option is the minnows. My minnow Kalia is the only options I would go for here. Because you can't go support because of the Joy and the Lapu. So there's not a lot of options to go for.
Tremble before the might of Taurus.
Your team is picking.
As you see, the minnow, as we predicted, was the choice here. When it comes to the mage pick right now, this is going to be a bit of a tough one for the side of Saints.
Honestly, you need a mage that's able to not get bursted by Lancelot. So Eve with the shields is perfect. I would say that's the option. Kimi would not be bad because she has the mobility, but you need something that can not get bursted in one shot. That's the main play. So if Eve survives a Lancelot combo and can counter engage with the real world, then it's GG's.
Yeah. Also, the slows coming out from Eve. Slows are one of the most underrated CC effects, in my opinion. Because, I mean, Uranus wants to get into your face. That little bit of slow that comes out from Eve's second skill can stop him from being so much in the front line like you expect him to be.
That's insane. It's insane. Like, slow for something like a Uranus or a Hylos, slow is your worst enemy. Like, that's why I love the Pocket Valor pick when it comes up. Valor's slows are insane. Especially just by Ice Queens and Antiel and you set, you're golden.
Yeah. In fact, you'd want to rush it. Even in this matchup, right? I know Ice Queen may not be the most popular item on an Eve, but looking at what you want to achieve, because itemization is not just, okay, I've got this hero, I want to pick this certain set spell, certain set items that go with this particular hero. You have to understand what your purpose is in the team. So right now, Eve's purpose is to slow the front line. So you might try to rush that Ice Queen one, maybe second, maybe third item.
It might be the way, but I would honestly say going for the anti-heal and maybe even the Wishing Lantern.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, the pullback there from Gigatron. We've seen Gigatron on this Pharamus be quite deadly in the semifinals up against Equinox. He literally dominated that match from start to finish. But I'm loving the wave management here from Jinx. He's pulled the wave very close towards himself, made it a bit safer for him to take his farm and not be pressurized in the mid lane. There's the option here to go into invade onto Khan as Pops is making that rotation. He's trying to delay this just to try to get a little bit of a steal. He throws out that skill, but it's going to be... He has to use the Revitalize to try to get out. The arrow is there to dash him to a bit of safety. Brawny trying to protect him, but the engagement here from Khan, he's got the chase. He uses the Electro Beats, gets the first blood. And that's going to be Saints drawing first blood, dealing with that pressure that was coming through from Uranus.
Yeah, so it was a greedy play. It could have worked, but it could have gone either way. And definitely went the way of the Dynasty. Now Poopy is trying to 1v5, but you see, this is the thing about the Eve. She's just surviving with her shield. So that's already massive advantage. But now Khan already commits the beats is there, but luckily the second eagle was also on point. Mimic will be the first to fall.
Yeah. Well, I would say the rotation from Pops was good. If they orchestrated it with Lance rotating to the same side of the map. There's the real world manipulation coming out, just stuns up onto Brawny only, but Super Poopy takes down Circuit. Fun trying to get into the mix. He's gonna get lose that Retri battle, uses the Electro Beats to dance his way to safety.
Like,
a little bit of moonwalking there.
That was so close. Like, if I'm not mistaken, after the retry, the turtle was at like 5 or 50 now. That was so close. That's one frame, not even a full second worth.
Yeah, agreed. Su will be chasing in here. Uses the Thorn Rose just to escape the damage coming out. Electro beats into the mix. Uranus taking too much damage. Pumps the Revitalize. Now he's going to heal back up to go back in. The Nether Realm is not available right now, but Pops is trying to distract as much as he can. Mimic into the mix. Zoning away, so a lot of aggression here in the river, but no harm, no foul. Everyone's still alive.
Yeah, this is definitely what Rutilant needed, was to switch up their lineup, put Poopy on the jungle. Like, this Oak is, in my opinion, and you guys can flame me for this is one of the best, if not the best jungler in the server. And apologies to Lin Goat and Con, which is definitely, I would say, very close. I think Poopy is the best jungler.
Well, there's an argument to be made for quite a few people. We do have a few decent junglers in our server. There's just Poopy is being chased down here, uses the puncture and Phantom Execution to escape. We've got the pause up and running. We'll just find out now who lagged.
But I have to say, this is once again a very, very close early game. So the early games has been very disciplined from both teams. I mean, there's only 3 kills on the entire board, and the gold lead is almost none in void. All right, so someone is asking for 2 minutes. Like, I don't know which team it is.
One of them.
One of them. Oh, it's Con. Okay. Oh, no, sorry, Rutilant. They tagged Con. Okay. All right, so it is Rutilant that has a bit of an issue, which is understandable, but I mean, this is kind of the turnaround point.
Yeah. You know, when we do have these pauses, it gives you that a little bit of moment in time to strategize.
I mean, you know where your south is, where enemy is, then you can take it a second to think, which you don't have in ML, is a second.
Yeah, the game, for a game that is built on thinking, because I mean that's what MOBAs are. It's a thinking man's game. It's like mobile chess, where you get to move and actually kill things. You don't have that time to think. You gotta make decisions very quickly on the fly. A nice pull off the turtle. Will we get the reset? The dive into the backline here by Con. Trying to get the Electro Beat set. You did bait out to the Pharamus with the Nether Realm, so that's not going to be available. There's the real world manipulation. What a bravest fighter into the backline. But so with that fast fingers securing the Red Tree, he's been winning these Red Tree battles over the last 2 games. There's the engagement here onto Circuit, uses the Circling Eagle to try to disengage the heals from Minnow. It's going to get chased down. The Joy damage is just a bit too much. Miku turns around, Flicker, Dead Sonata, as that's the nail in the coffin for Joy. No joy for Joy, being sent back to the base.
Oh, what a play. Bro, Rutilant locked in. I mean, they are having a bit of issues. Oh, the Thorn Rose onto Eisen, predicting that dash from the Harris was beautiful. Oh, these plays from Rutilant has been turned around. I mean, these guys want to end now.
Yeah. The question is, are they going to be able to take this mid lane? They had the opportunity to do so. Nice real-world manipulation coming out from Jinx just to save the mid lane turret. As there's going to be Con in the bot lane. He's got the Electro Beats. He's under the turret. He gets his revenge. He's like, I'm a zombie. I'm back from the dead. But Super Poopy doesn't have the punctures. And Con escapes. And then we pause.
Oh, bro. What's the pause meta now? Nah, fam. Oh. But I mean, that was so close. If you had that puncture available, it would have been GG's. Either the puncture or the Phantom Execution, and it would have been a kill. But yeah, bro, this has been some crazy games so far.
It is. It looks like we might be heading into a 5th game if this continues in this particular manner.
It looks like it, right? It looks like it.
Yeah. But okay, let's say if you're the side of Saints, you can understand what they're bringing to the table here, Rutilant Sons. They're using the distraction coming through from Pops on the Uranus. They've got sustain for the back line because they've realized that Con throughout the first 2 games has been finding these angles out of nowhere. Man's like a geometry wizard to get to the back line. With the real world, with the Nether Realm, it's keeping them a bit safe. So that means, if you're the side of Saints, you need to get somebody else to bait out those skills and then allow Con to delay his engagement slightly. You got to get that Nether Realm baited out, which means they're going to have to get Mimic on that Lapo a bit more in the front line.
Yeah, because I mean the engagement so far has been quite crazy, and between Poopy and Uranus, they're constantly in the backline. The backline is never safe, and then you have the, as you said, the Pharaohs that can just do everything and anything at the same time. So what I'm wondering now is if this is going to be a win for Rutilant, are they, Dynasty going to actually ban the third game?
Yeah. They looks like they might have to ban that Pharaohs out. It's been causing a whole lot of problems. The jungle invades just non-stop right now. Con doing the right thing, right, which is leaving the jungle and trying to secure farm elsewhere. There's no point trying to contest in these kinds of situations when the gold is not in your favor. The map control as well. You've got all the tier 1 turrets being taken down, so the map is very small for the side of Saints. We'll start to see Rutilant start to choke them out. They need to, during these large spaces of time. I mean, just look at that. There's the pullback onto Con. Electro Beats does come out as they're trying to chase him down. There's the real world manipulation, keeping everybody alive. The Nether Realm into the mix with the Revitalize. The setup is in there, and Super Poopy with the timing, just waiting patiently. They need to get somebody else other than Con to be baiting out the Nether Realm.
Yeah, I mean, that was some Kyrie dashes there from Poopy, dashing through all the enemies, through all the minions just to get Con, and then committing the retreat just for that last bit of damage. This has been some crazy plays. They definitely need the Lapu to commit his ultimate just to bait up the Nether or even the Minoan Fury. You need to bait up one of the two.
Yeah. One of the two. Personally, I'd say the Nether Realm. Minoan Fury is a very strong ultimate. Game changer of an ultimate, yes. But there's going to be the bravest fight into the backline. Fall on CC. There's the control on Tomiku. The takedown is in there. Circling Eagle is out. And that's going to give the side of Saints just that bit of pressure relief. They need to get the waves pushed out a bit. It's just that 10-second mark for the Lord. If they can do that, they can get themselves into a place to contest. Will Con go to push this turret? I was actually thinking that he might want to use one of these bushes on the side of the map here on Rutilant's side, just to camp out, allow them to start this Lord, just wait patiently and then go in when you need to.
Yeah, I would also say Con needs to be on a weird position, off angle, because normal angles won't be able to work. Okay, so there's Con once again onto Giga, and no skills baited luckily, but there's no Electro Beats now, and this immediately opens up the map for the Rutilant, because now everyone's low. Circuit is a half HP. Giga is looking for angles. Real world manipulation is there to zone. I assume zone them back to the Lord. But this is instant danger for Dynasty.
Uranus has just been soaking up the pressure here like a sponge, forcing everybody back, knowing that Pharaohs is close by with the Nether Realm, and right now it's all about controlling the lanes. That's the big question. The invade is on into the jungle. They're leaving the mid lane wave as to be expected. The Lord will be spawning up any second now, so you got to get the balance just right. The Holy Shields are still up, so that is there for the side of Saints. They'll be thinking, as long as we can protect this tier 2 turrets for the first wave of the Lord, even if the lane equilibrium is there, we have the Holy Shields. It's still a minute to go.
So they did at least protect the mid lane. This is the first advantage. And with the lanes not being as synced from the side of Rutilant, this gives them an easier defense. Con already camping out for that defense on the bot lane turret, but I don't think he's going to go for that. Honestly, I would not. Okay, he's looking for the angle onto Poopy. There's the electro beat, but we have the Phantom Execution just to secure the defense. Now going for 3-2 split. So in the top lane, there is also being pressure put on by Brody and Miko, but Mimic still has the bravest fight available, so they will definitely disengage. The RWM has been committed by Eve as well, so this is a lot of ultimates being taken out of the equation, and this is still a successful defense though.
Yes. Only one holy shield being popped. It's only going to last for another just less than 10 seconds though. They managed to keep at least one tier 2 turret, and I'd say for the side of Saints that you can consider to be a win in terms of the defense.
That's definitely a win, I would say. Oh, but look at the damage coming out from Pops on this Uranus. Circling Eagle has been baited out already. Con is at low HP, so they are looking out for angles. So Poopy goes into the base with the punctures and just poking around, putting pressure. So that's a last tier 2 turret that will fall in the hands of St. Dynasty. The Nether Realm was baited out, and the Minoan Fury. This is massive. This is massive. Now's the time for St. Dynasty to take the fight.
Here they're going in, they realize there's no skills. Real world manipulation into the mix. Now the chase is on Circling Eagle. They take down 2, but there's Sober Poppy into the back line. Unstoppable punctures are plenty. Waiting for the Thoros. Almost getting another pick off as well. And this could be a moment to turn around and actually seize a tier 3 turret. No. Nobody was actually looking at the bot lane at that 1 minion on its lonesome. It was on a solo mission to take down that turret.
So, but that was a beautiful bait coming out there from St. Dynasty, baiting both the major skills and then securing a kills. Unfortunately, they couldn't capitalize from that. But with that being said, this is a Lord they can contest. They can go for this Lord still. It all depends on the position coming out from Brawny and Con. Con is looking for the kill onto the Nether Realm has been fought, but this is uncontested Lord. Poopy will secure the kill, but now it's a 2v5 situation. Miko is in a lot of danger with a Lafu Flicker already being taken out, and this is in Dynasty. They will disengage. So they got the Nether Realm popped, but no follow-up to the Lord. That doesn't mean a lot. I mean, there's still 30 seconds for the Nether Realm to come online again.
Yeah, and this is the moment in time where they can end the game. You know, they just need to get the wave synced. If they can sync this, they've got all the tools that they need to get the lock onto the base. Minus, I would say, the Revitalize. Uranus used the Revitalize just to make sure that they had the numbers. Nobody was picked off as the Lord was in there. Now all 3 waves are moving in at the same time. There's Lance. He's trying to force everybody away from the backline. Throws out that Thorn Rose. Has to use the Phantom Execution to disengage. Con wants to try to dash in. Has the Electro Beats. There's Minnow throwing out the heals. The Lord is into the base. Can they find the angle? There's one more wave going through. The Lord just gets taken out. There's the Minoan Fury. But Bravest Fighter disrupting everything. The wave slowly making its way across. But they do have the wave clear. There's the Electro Beats from Con into the backline. He's trying to chase down Miko. Will Miko get the kill? The shield comes through from Con, keeping him alive, but the final hit comes in from Faramus, securing that kill. And that's all the tier 3 turrets being taken down. There's a wave. There's 2 waves into the mix. They have the opportunity. They're waiting. Granger, Miko being chased down, but it's going to be game, set, match. Rutilant Sons taking us into game number 5.
What a comeback.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is this? What is this? Alright, well, you all know we like the sudden death round, and you have one between Saint Dynasty and Rutilant Sons. And Rutilant Sons are definitely playing for revenge, as it was Saint Dynasty that knocked them down to second place.
But now my question to you, Scarpy, Mr. St. Dynasty. Do you think Con is still going to troll in the draft, or do you think he's actually going to take this match serious?
Yeah, so look, they do take the matches serious. It's just with regards to the bans, it's just it is to allow the teams to have their main lineup. Yeah,
that is
Revere the abyss.
honestly, that's the best strategy if you want to practice. banning no heroes or bad heroes, then you have to play against meta picks. So it's a good way to practice your lineup, practice playing against meta, because you can't ban all the meta all the time.
But I actually would disagree that that's a good way to practice. That's my opinion, right? Simply because banning is part of the strategy of drafting. It's when you're banning, it's not just like, oh, I'm banning a hero because it's meta. You're banning a hero because it's going to disrupt what composition you want to bring to the table. That's the way you think about it. Like banning serves that purpose. It's like a chess match between the drafters from either team to be able to understand, okay, I'm going to remove this hero from the equation because it's going to allow me to have this particular pick or this particular style of play. That's the way I look at it, right? Granted, other people may think differently, right? But it's a straight out chess match. I mean, if you think about when you watch the MPL games, how much longer do they get time in their banning phase? And they have their coaches with them as well.
Yeah, they have 20 seconds extra. It's full 50 seconds. It's not 35 seconds. But looking at the Shroomsy eating his beard there, or the food out of his beard, we have found the lobby bans, right? And Saint Dynasty proving me wrong and banning out the Faramis and Uranus. So Gato being banned out, and well, the ref starting without us giving the go-ahead. GG's well played, Lotus. Thank you.
Oh, interesting. Okay, but that being said, the launch is open. Khan has first pick. Do you think Rutilant will ban out the lance? Or will they? Okay, so Dynasty bans out the lance. Okay.
Yeah, so it seems like the Saints wanted to take us into the sudden death round, and well, Rutilant Sons banning out the Yuzong, right? Please, Mimic, please. The gods of MLBB, bring in your Arlet for this final match.
It's time.
It's time. I see there was a lot of discussion in the live chat in the previous matchup, but nonetheless, Mimic with the next ban from Saint Dynasty, banning out the Yielder.
Is banning.
Okay, so that instantly tells me we're going to see Hayabusa. Yeah. Or one or other assassin, because Yielder is very strong with the early game pressure, and it's the weakness of a lot of assassins. Okay, so YSS is still open. Are we going to see the YSS, or are we going to see the Matilda once again?
Well, yeah, honestly, I wouldn't pick up the Matilda. Honestly, I would not.
Grok is still in the equation, isn't it? Is it not?
It's banned.
It's banned. Allowing Eisen to pick up Granger.
Coffin.
I don't agree with Marksman's first picks, but this I agree with. I mean, he's a monster under Granger, and his Granger has been taken away from him every single game. So I agree with this first pick, but now you need the team to support you.
You definitely do need the team to support you. Brawny picking up Khalid. Fox with the Alice.
Grant immortality or
two
death.
monsters.
And that's no carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's two monsters as a choice.
And
that's crazy.
And bro, look at the skills, popping double revitalize.
Whoa, my goodness.
Okay.
That's huge. Because you're looking at mad early game and rotation pressure coming through from Khalid, right? Because obviously it's Khalid Rome. Alice, when it hits that timing for the team fights, that Throne of Ruin is maybe one of the best setups at this moment in time. And her sustainability. Plus you're throwing a double revitalize. How are you going to kill them?
Weaving through time's threads, I hope to find a strand that's
Oh, and Angela.
Oh, my goodness. And Angela.
Okay, now ban out Matilda.
Yeah.
You know, there's
always on the way.
Your team is banning.
Yeah, it had to have been the Matilda ban coming through.
No.
Matilda or Faramus.
Faramus banned out in lobby by
yes.
Saints.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now, the only ban left for
lots of
Dynasty
prey.
is...
Your
Okay,
team is
I don't know what
picking.
that is.
They're looking at things that can combine with the Angela. Because Roger Angela was that old school combo.
Oh, I don't
If you remember, when it was a tasty time to play Roger.
This is interesting.
It's
Your
Onyx
team-
The joy.
time!
Can work with Angela as well. You know, gets the full stacks on the electro beats.
Southern seas are
Hard
my
guard gets
domain.
thrown into the equation. We'll have that extra bit of sustainability. So right now, Angela can cast a hard guard onto Khalid, Alice, or the Joy. And you're still going to have they need to have something to deal with the Granger and the gold lane. The question is, what would you? I'd be thinking maybe going for a Harith pick right now, or even an Irithel.
I would honestly say you need something with a Purify, because you're going to get struck. So you need a marksman. Beatrix can work, Irithel can work, Harith can work. Clint not the way, but you need a Purify, because the problem is going to be Circuit and Jinx. Their pick-off coming out here is insane. So their job is going to be bully the Angela and then punish the Joy. That is their main problem.
Yeah. I mean, the moment you get an Angela pick, right, there's just two things you're going to go for in the mid lane. It's Kadita, it's going to be Fasa. Those two heroes deal with Angela very, very well. Because like Fasa with the range, you get the wave pushed in and then you just pop that feathered airstrike, take her down low, force her back. But here we go. It is game number 5. We didn't think we were going to get here. Not the way the game started. What? Oh, my word. Is this going to be a reverse sweep? The Rutilant Sons have got the between their teeth.
Bro, and they've got most definitely the stronger draft. This is this is going to be a pure skills matchup.
All troops deployed.
if we're being honest.
Yeah. It is going to be a pure skill-based matchup. Here's Khalid already on that sand cloud of his. Well, what was the name you gave to the second skill? Sand Prayer.
Sand Prayer, yeah.
We're keeping that. We're keeping that name.
We definitely should, bro. We should. You know, it's like the Nimbus cloud that he's on right now.
Yeah. Some DBZ references. We do make quite a lot of anime references. And for those of you who haven't joined the anime group chat, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Hello, and ladies and gentlemen, we are into the final match of this grand finals between Rutilant Sons and Saint Dynasty. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Batteries are not included. Alright, gone with the Hayabusa, bro. This is this matchup between Glue, Alice, bot lane. Oh, bro, Saint Dynasty, the only lane where they've got the advantage, right, is the Kadita against the Angela and the Granger against the Beatrix.
But a lot of the game does come down to this early game control, Khalid, with the turnaround. But the heals are in there from Angela. He does have that Sand Prayer of his available. Throws it out here just to heal back up. The mid lane battle in the first, I'd say, 4 minutes of the game is the most important battle. If Saints can win this, it'll set themselves up very nicely towards that mid to late game. But, oh my goodness, the draft from Rutilant is so scary.
Yeah, bro, 100%. This is a very scary draft, and the way that Rutilant has been playing in the second match, however, we do see the engagement onto Brody, who will win this engagement. First blood does go to Joy as the Glue is taken down. That's a double kill for Super Poopy.
It's just too much of sustain. Both revitalized popped, plus Angela throwing out the heals. It's too much sustain.
Bro. Saints definitely need to go for pick-off kills, bro. That's the only way. Either to get the pressure, get pick-offs, and just get your main damage dealers fed. And Prio healing anti-heal items.
Yeah, because the thing, there's going to be the rough waves coming out, the sandstorm into the mix, the praying sands as well as Brody just tanks through all of that. But there's the Alice waiting patiently with the quad shadows from Khan. This is what I love about Khan in the jungle, right? He doesn't know that he's being camped out, obviously, otherwise he wouldn't have went there and got poked. But he does the disciplined and correct things. He used the quad shadows because he had no vision on the XP.
Yep.
In the potential, for the potential that if he's going to be camped out, he has the ability to disengage. And it worked out like beautifully.
We do see the engagement onto Alice. Alice's ult is being committed onto 2. However, the shadow kill has been committed onto Alice. We do see the Tsunami Slam onto Alice as well, but Brody comes in with the Khalid. Does pop the Revitalize. Angela with the Hard Goddess into the mix as well, and oh my word! Brody gets the kill onto Circuit, and Pops has been grabbed by the Glue.
My word. It's like, who needs micro when you can just out-sustain everything?
Well, bro, it seems like that's the Ritalant's theme here, bro. Double Revitalize with a Purify, and oh boy, bro. And Angela as well. This is too much healing. Too much healing.
Yeah, I mean, all the anti-heal in the world is not going to help right now.
No, bro.
Yeah. I mean, we're not even at 5 minutes. Who's going to even have one anti-heal completed? It's not the timing.
No one. No one. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Early itemization. So, a 4.5 minute mark. It's 3 kills advantage in favor of Rutilant Suns and the second turtle of this match as well, with a 2.2k gold lead.
Yeah, Khan gets to steal that blue buff and gets out using the quad shadows. Pops on that Alice is just chasing him into the jungle once more. But Glue should be able to force it back by pressurizing the XP lane. But Alice is not really interested in that, knowing the shield is still up, sacrificing the gold there just to place added pressure here in the jungle. Khan does get... Yeah, he does get his buff Heart Guards committed, but Glue taking full advantage of the fact that Alice is invading to take down at least half the turret gold. I mean, half the turret health.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that ideally you need someone to get fed, and we do see the engagement onto Khalid. Rough waves have been committed to Poopy with the Electro Beats. Hard Guard is onto Joy as well. And, bro, they're putting a lot of pressure onto St. Dynasty. Ritallant Suns wants to go for this jungle.
Yeah. They had the option to go for a bit of a lane cut. They might try for it now. They are in position for this. If Khalid can cause a distraction around the blue buff, it sets up for a potential lane cut. They opt against going for this as Alice was being engaged upon here. There's the Heart Guard, the Sandstorm into the mix. They're chasing down Circuit. Circuit is just like one hit away. Tsunami Slam, however, in response, but Brawny manages to get the kill. There's the rough waves. He's got the Sand Prayer. He stays alive. Glue taking the damage from Joy. Mid lane should be secured. Ooh, but Jinx says no. And Saints are doing the best they can in this situation. I mean, if you're a fan of strategy, right? And this is what this game is all about. It's a strategy-based game. When you are being stormed in the jungle like this, the only thing you can do is try and establish a little bit of map control and delay the game, because the longer the game goes on, the more your damage dealers are going to be able to come online and hopefully eat through all of that sustain.
Yeah, well, unless Ritallant Suns are going to push for this early game. But however, St. Dynasty does have one tier 1, and they will take another. They've got 2 towers currently in favor, being 4 kills down. And, well, pretty much trailing by 3k gold lead, 3k gold, they do lead in map.
Yeah. I mean, this is the best thing for them right now. You're not going to be winning any of these team fight engagements, not yet. You keep the gold lead within, say, as long as it's less than 2.5k, I would say. As long as you keep it less than that, there and thereabouts. You don't want it to go towards like that 5k gold. If you keep it within touching distance and you start you hit that your power spike soon. Once it gets closer towards the 10-minute mark, you'll see the items that they need to be able to turn this around is going to be in the equation. There's a rocket barrage from Beatrix. Oh, she gets the pick up onto Chicks. There's the shadow kill into the backline, but they're sharing the damage between all of them. And once more, it's this Flask of Oasis picked up early from Angela, just providing that extra bit of shield. It's just sustain upon sustain upon sustain.
Yeah, bro, and this is proving to be a lot to deal with. Right, Rutilant Sons did secure one tier 1 turret. Alice trying to get that engagement onto Hayabusa. But Rutilant Sons back to full health, bro. And the first Lord of this match is 30 seconds away.
Yeah, it's as if they didn't even have a team fight. But Saints will be looking at the fact that, okay, we may be 5 kills down and just about almost 4k gold behind as well. They don't want to let that touch that 5k, but they'll be happy with the map control that they have right now. They need to continue with this style. Just use distraction techniques and push lanes in. It doesn't matter about this first lord. They can sacrifice the first lord. It's not going to be the end of the world if they don't take it.
Agreed, bro. However, Pops does take a lot of damage. He does use that first skill to jump onto Hayabusa with that zoning. However, Rocket Barrage has been committed. Gigatron is the first one to get taken down from Rutilant Sons. However, the team fight does continue. Super Poopy gets a Tsunami Slam on, and, well, gets Tsunami Slammed, but that's another tier 1 turret in favor of Rutilant Sons. And Joy is jumping onto Khan, and Khan has been eliminated. It's currently a 1-for-2 exchange in favor of Rutilant Sons.
Yeah, and no retribution, no lord. It's why I was saying, right, it may have been best just not to contest for this. Even if you lost maybe a couple more tier 1 turrets, it would have been okay. You're just creating space to get your power spikes, to get your items. Once you have those items online, you can start to change the game. You can start to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, agreed. And look at that pressure that Granger is also putting on. Obviously, Eisen needs to get the gold, needs to get the stacks. Eisen, the Granger, having the most gold in favor of St. Dynasty, and that's ideally the person that you want it on, especially going this late into the game.
Yeah. Granger, once he comes online, is going to be a handful to deal with. But this time round, the waves have been synced up beautifully. There's Electro beats it to the back line. So Poopy with a pickup. Hard guard to keep him alive. Lord charging down the mid. They have the opportunity to take down all the tier 2 turrets. Alice zoning away in the front line. The Holy Shields are still up. But look at Beatrix forcing Mimic back there. Oh, throwing out that Rocket Barrage. There's the Holy Shields. It does pop. But there's a wave as well. There's one more minion. They have the opportunity to push. But Miko deciding not to go for that, doesn't want to be too aggressive. They want to play it a little bit more strategically safe, which I suppose is the way to go. This is the finals. This is it. This is do or die for both teams right now.
Yeah, bro. If St. Dynasty can get this pressure returned, which is going to be a hard feat. Looking at just at the 11-minute mark, it is 7 kills advantage in favor of Rutilant Sons. They've got the map control, and they've got an 7k gold lead, 7.7k gold lead.
Yeah, now's the time they need to start freezing the waves. It's just over a minute for the next Lord. You freeze the waves and starve, you know, like that the joke that Scarp was making about kids in Africa.
Oh, no, that was not me, that was you. Oh. Anyway, Rutilant Sons going for that 4-1 split. Yeah, bro, this is the circuit is not going to spot out Joy. However, Joy, Super Poopy has got something else in mind.
Yeah, wants to go in for the claw, waiting for the trigger, which is going to be Pops on that Alice. They once more setting up a slow push. Oh no, not slow push. They're just pushing.
Yeah, feeding the side lanes.
Yeah, feeding the side lanes. You know, no starving kids here. It's Christmas time. We're being charitable.
Dark humor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next Lord is up in the next 10 seconds. However, Pops does pop the Revitalize. Will we see that? Oh, Alice with the ult. However, the Hard Guard is onto Pops as well. Khalid, he wants to get that Zoning King, does get the Sandstorm on. And Gigatron does secure the kill onto Kalia, and the Mimic gets taken down.
Oh my goodness. Ice and Force back. There is a wave, but the minion wave spawns up just in time. The shadow kill from Khan. He keeps the defense alive for the team, but I think this is going to be a free Lord going the way of Rutilant.
Yeah, bro. I would honestly split push this. I would honestly split push this. Yeah, you see, Eisen has got it, bro. He's got it in mind. And yeah, 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Rutilant.
Yeah, but he's going to have to do this quickly. It's a dangerous time to be outside the base. So he's going to get one wave and then recall. You can't wait too long, especially with the Khalid around. He's got that mobility. Fortunately, he's got quite a bit of the map to travel. And so smart play coming out from Eisen to just need to make sure that these waves are unbalanced if they're going to have even a prayer of a chance to defend this. Because if the waves sync up and they push in all at the same time, all spells are available, both Revitalizers and the Heart Guard. It's just, I mean, like, can you imagine? You got 2 Revitalizers, 3 waves pushing in onto the turret. You've got a Beatrix as well, who has the potential to just melt through that base turret. The defense is difficult.
Yeah, Rapwest gets committed by Jinx. Oh, coming in clutch. The Tsunami Slam is on to Super Poopy. Super Poopy is into the base, and it's a monster kill for the Joy. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There you have it. Yeah. Rutilant Sun.
What the equals, spams in the base. What a reverse sweep. I never predicted this. Not from the start of the game, not till now. This was absolutely insane.
No, bro, I didn't predict this. I did not, honestly. But yeah, well played to Rutilant Suns, picking up a reverse sweep onto St. Dynasty. This is, wow, what a grand finals. There's two victories in a row, bro. Origins and the Iron Gauntlet.
Yeah. So, Rutilant Suns laying down a marker as the question is who is the best team in the country. We have a few teams in question right now, but Rutilant Suns, they've laid down a marker. My goodness, with that composition that they had. But like, here's the thing, right? When we saw the draft, and like you're looking at Saints picks versus Rutilant Suns picks, and we were talking about how this is a chess match. The drafting phase is the most important phase of the game. It's not the early game, it's not the mid game, it's not the late game. The most important phase is the drafting. How would you have played the game from the start if you were Saints up against that kind of heal, that kind of sustain?
Bro, there's only looking at the first 2 picks, and we've mentioned it before. The only way to beat healing and sustainability is to take it head on with healing and sustain.
Are craved into flesh and bone.
Yeah, honestly, going into the match, seeing the draft, I would have honestly, like I stated earlier on, I would go for the pickoffs, bro. Try and force the errors. We'll get at least one side lane fed to the best of your capabilities and split push the hell out of everything. Because St. Dynasty they did have that, especially with the Hayabusa. They had that opportunity, bro. They had the Euros to do it.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this much, right? There is a pick that we see all the time in our server that is usually incorrect when most people are picking it, but would have been something that could have worked here. It's the Camilla pick. The whole purpose of Cursed Blood is to deal with sustain. We see Camilla all the time, right? And it's never at the time where you're supposed to see a Camilla. Because when you're playing a sustain composition, and Camilla needs to land her ultimate on as many people as possible. Right? You're playing a sustained composition like this one, everybody's bunched up. It's the one time where Cursed Blood just works the way Cursed Blood is supposed to work. You throw that, you have a bit of CC. You like stun one person, you stun them all. It doesn't matter how much you're going to sustain through, right? If you're just being stunned up. And you can manage to get onto the Angela in the backline and at least maybe potentially burst her down. Because, I mean, you got Cursed Blood into that rough waves with a couple of extra CC skills into the mix here. It could have, that's what I would have been thinking. very non-meta, but that's the purpose of a Camilla.
Well, yeah, wombo combo, bro. Combining that Camilla with the likes of a CC with a curtain call, that would have also been a good pick. But yeah, nonetheless, let's not take any shine away from Rutilant Sons, bro. I mean, kudos, GG's, well played. I honestly, Con, bro, next time, please, oversight. Oversight is the word here. Bans, bro, bans. Sorry, G. You're my captain and all, but oversight was the thing, yeah, 100%.
But well played to Rutilant Sons, taking 2 tournaments in a row. And the final tournament for 2025, they sit atop the throne. The Iron Gauntlet is theirs. They are the victors of this very grueling tournament. And I'll be honest with you, every big squad in the server was in this tournament. If you're looking at the list will be out very soon. I know Nigel's busy compiling the top 10 squads in SA, and you are free to dispute it, but not with us. With Nigel, we'll give you his contact details. It'll be listed below. No, I'm joking, right? But that list will be out, and you'll find that most of the teams that competed in the Iron Gauntlet actually are in consideration for top 10 squads, SA.
Yeah, indeed so. And just to mention that, for the live viewers that are still here, we are going to do an Mlbb South African style awards ceremony on Sunday night with a nice show and everything in place, and as well as there will be honorable mentions, gold laners, XP laners, casters, content creators, all of the above will be in Sunday's show. So, yeah, please come and tune in on Sunday night. And as Way said, this was the final Mlbb stream for 2025 and tournament as well. Yeah, we've got a few things.
Oh, yes, Sean. If they want to know how to vote, because you get to vote for the best team in the server, the best XP laner, best gold laner, you get to vote for all of that. That form, we'll release it. It has been released. We'll release it once again on our various social media platforms. So if you're not part of them, please join in. Check out those forms, and you can vote for who you think is the best. Even if you think it's you know, you can vote for yourself.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, please only vote once.
We have ways to track it, because for those who don't know, if you register your email, you register your name and cell phone number. So we have ways to track multiple duplicate entries. So it's not going to work. You're going to waste your own time.
Well, you go and enjoy yourself. Go and enjoy yourself. If you want to spam votes, you know what, go do it. But ladies and gentlemen, I've mentioned this on previous streams and on various streams as well, that our first Mlbb tournament will be Valentine theme and within the Valentine series. And this tournament's name is Cupid Clash. And it's not just the teams that will be able to compete and contest for giveaways, but you as viewers will be able and stand a chance to win a skin, etc. All of the above. But we will send through all the details in the advertisement, the official advertisement that will be released in 2026. However, gentlemen, this has been a year of 2026, and obviously we still have one Mlbb stream left, which is the awards. But yeah, what a year! What a year!
Yeah, it's been quite a bunch of tournaments we've had, more than we've ever had in the Mobile Legends community for South Africa. I'd also say more than we've had for the PUBG community as well. There's been quite a bit that we've been doing there for the mobile scene. Next year is going to be even more action-packed. If you think that there were tournaments aplenty this year, it's got nothing on next year. 2026 is going to be insane. Just so you know, just watch the space.
Yeah, watch the space. So with that being mentioned, right, obviously to watch the space, subscribe to our channel. It is free to subscribe. You can support us by subscribing to a membership. It says cheap as 19 Rand and 99 cents. I mean, we're giving you 1 cent discount from 20 bucks. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, all of everything that you do to support us goes straight back to the community. That's how we've been funding the prize pools, etc. Via also having sponsors and all of those things. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. Thank you all for your support, and thank you for sticking with us, bro, and everyone, and ladies, since 2024. Imagine when we started this, I didn't think we're going to be here as quick as we did. And it's all thanks to the viewers and to the staff and literally everyone in the community. The community is great. There is some questionable moments in the community, if I'm going to add that. But
just put it straight as it is. There's some people in our community that are just straight out crazy. I know who you are, right? I see you in the group chats. I look at your stickers. There's just I'm judging.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Thank you. That's all we can say. So, ladies and gentlemen, join us on Sunday. We will have the links and everything out during the course of this weekend. And thank you all. And from the Waylander Gaming team and staff, we are going to say goodbye because Waylander wants to go play where winds meet.
I shall see you.
All right. Cheers.